Good afternoon. It's 3:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports of the Mid-Kentucky Downs Studios. Day 2 of the Pads has concluded at Titans training camp. There was a fight today as defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons and right tackle J.C. Latham got into it on the practice field. Jeffrey Simmons sent off on the time. A couple injuries, including left tackle Dan Moore, who went back in the locker room, according to Robert Saleh, after practice. NFL news today, as we've had a couple big extensions. Adam Schefter reported that the Ravens agreed to a 4-year, $140 million deal with wide receiver Zay Flowers. He also reported that two-time Pro Bowler Bijan Robinson agreed to a 3-year extension worth up to $75 million with the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are also in the news with some injuries, as Ian Rappaport reported that Falcons' second-year edge rusher from the first round, Jalen Walker, apparently tore his ACL today. He will have further testing to confirm. Ferrari Foundation Repair, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once in your home of the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Is that what today is?
It is Tuesday.
Tuesday, August the 4th.
That's right.
It's written right down here on my sheet.
And it's right down on your sheet, y'all.
Titans went through padded practice number 2 today. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Why the music stops so quickly?
Yeah, like what we in here jamming, Zeph?
My bad.
What are you doing? You know what he was doing before the show?
I feel like Zeph got the dim lights. What he was in there doing?
Well, hang on. Before I update on everybody on what Zeph was doing before the show, Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. All right. Hey, y'all. It's a hot and sticky one out there. Started out like it was going to be cool, but that's where they trick you. Mother Nature is something else. It's tricky.
I was wondering what you.
It's tricky.
It's tricky to rock around.
What? It's tricky.
Tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you tell all of us, be cool.
Little dog.
Be cool, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
How come Mother Nature never listens to
She
you?
misses it.
I mean, it could be a whole lot worse. It could.
It could be. No, I will agree with you on that.
Yeah, it could be a whole lot worse.
We were standing there. We're kind of right by the ropes at Titans training camp, kind of like in the end zone watching practice. And the sun came out, and man, it felt like a heat wave just went right over us. And we all just kind of like took a couple steps back, right into the shade of the one of the fan platforms. And that's where we spent the rest of practice, in that shade. Because it got hot very quickly.
Very hot.
Do you know what Zeph was
What was Zeph doing?
bitching about before the show?
What could that have been?
The Atlanta Braves did nothing in the trade deadline deal window.
That's not true. They did do something. They got rid of 2 of the fastest players in baseball, Eli White and Jorge Mateo.
Okay.
In terms of
You
sprint
said
speed.
nothing about this. What were you griping about?
What was your gripe, Zeph? Get to your gripe.
The one thing that they needed to
There
do
you go.
in this trade deadline as a contender for the World Series this
been a
season
contender.
was go after another starting pitcher because their starters have been decimated by injuries.
They
Victor
did.
Strider, Ronaldo
They
Lopez, A.J. Smith-Shawver. They tried, and they failed miserably. They went after Tariq Skubal. Nope. Detroit said, we're going to send him to the Monstars over there in L.A., because that's what they are. They're the Monstars. If anybody's ever seen a great movie featuring Michael Jordan. Yeah, that's what the LA is. So they sent Tariq Skubal over there. Nope, they don't want to deal with the Braves. Then they tried to go after Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom said, you know what? I don't want to go to Atlanta. And acted his no trade clause. Thanks, deGrom. We didn't like you either because you're a Met. So screw you. And then they went after Logan Webb, and that fell through. So Alex Anthopoulos miserably failed.
See how you turn sports into something really personal?
Yep. It gets up every
And,
time.
lots of people do it. I get it.
Gets his buttons and bull. Okay, here goes.
But you know what they did get?
Here goes some more.
You know what? You know what they did get?
What?
They got a platoon left fielder,
Yeah.
which is actually something they needed, so I'm not going to complain about that. But it also came with a starting pitcher. They did get a starting pitcher, but he's an ERA of over 5.5
Yeah.
and a losing record. I don't want that. What are we doing?
Okay.
We need playoff caliber guys. And you know what you got? Not playoff caliber guys. We also got 2 prospects that are probably not going to see the light of day this season. What are we doing?
Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Dodgers owe $1.1 billion in deferred money to players. $1.1 billion to deferred money to players.
I have a conspiracy.
They said if we do a 3-peat, we'll get it. We'll get it back.
Hang
We'll
on.
get it
Let me go
get
through
it
the
back
guys.
next year.
Shohei Ohtani until 2043. Mookie Betts until 2044. Mookie getting paid.
Love it. Love it.
Blake Snell until 2046. Freddie Freeman, 2040. Will Smith, 2043. Kyle Tucker, 2045. Tommy Edman, 2044. Teoscar Hernandez, 2039. Tanner Scott, 2039. And Edwin Diaz, 2047.
That's what I'm talking
And you
about.
know what?
That's what I'm talking
You know
about.
what the majority of that, you know what, like the connection between a majority of those players are outside of like 2 or 3?
Championships.
They are all guys that were not homegrown by the Dodgers. They became stars elsewhere, and the Dodgers brought them in. They don't grow their own talent. They go just take
Listen,
everybody else's.
Is it against the rules?
No.
Okay, there you go.
It's just annoying. And I cannot live with it.
Also,
Sucks.
anybody could have made a deal for
That's
Scooble.
We did. The Braves did. We offered all of our top prospects. And you know what the Tigers said? Nah, we're going to go give them to the Dodgers. What? What are we doing?
champions.
You know what? I think there's a
I
conspiracy.
told Slay at practice that we were going to do this today. I said, don't tell him. I'm going to hit him with the $1.1 billion in deferred
I
money.
think there is a conspiracy here. And listen to me. And I think this is something that it is worth paying attention to. I think there is a conspiracy among the Major League Baseball owners. And I think they're giving all of their good players to the Dodgers to force a lockout.
That's happening.
And
2027.
that lockout is going to force a salary cap, which is what? Bad for the players. They're tricking the fans to side with the owners by making the Dodgers the Monstars. I'm telling you, it's a conspiracy. It's true. It's happening. Pay attention, people. Wake up.
I told Slay this would happen. Also, they don't care what the fans think.
But see, that was the only thing.
Careless.
That was the one thing the owners didn't have on their side in terms of the salary cap is fans sided with players over owners. But you know what they do? They go, you know what fans hate more than owners? The Dodgers. Let's make the Dodgers really good. Let's make them circumvent everything about money in Major League Baseball. They can defer every single cent they own until 2050 or whatever the latest was.
Let me ask you a question. If the Dodgers were the Braves and the Braves were doing this, would you be this fired up?
Braves
about
would
it?
not be able to do this.
I'm just saying. If
Listen.
it benefited your team to pull
Hell
off
no.
what they're pulling off.
Hell no, it wouldn't.
Oh,
I'd be happy.
Yeah,
I'd be
of
happy.
course. Okay, there we go.
No,
Of
no,
course.
I wouldn't complain.
Also, while we're on baseball,
Ah.
y'all probably missed it over the weekend because it happened over the weekend and it was a baseball story. So I kind of, poof into the air around here. But Jeff Passan, Baseball Insider, was on a podcast and was asked about Major League Baseball expansion. He said it's happening within the next 5 years. Nashville is getting a team, and then they debated the second team. These things keep happening. The commissioner says it.
I will believe it when I see it.
Nashville's getting a team, y'all.
I gotta see. I gotta see it first. Everyone's saying I'm jealous. Hell yeah, I'm jealous. I want to be the Dodgers.
So if Nashville gets a team, does that take away from your Braves?
Not at all.
Ridiculousness.
Now
Or-
I'll have a little love for the national team, homegrown team, but I'm a Brave through and through. I'm not changing.
Huh.
I would feel.
football fans had to do that when the Titans. Made
I would feel dirty breaking away from the Braves. We've gone through so much, including all this disdain I have for this specific trade deadline.
Yeah.
I would feel bad.
Didn't you win a World Series title not too long ago?
No, that was 6 years ago. It's been a while.
What do you mean that's been a while? Well, to you, it's been a while. You're 25 years old.
6 years has been a while, man.
Right, Slay?
Yeah.
I mean, 6 years.
Listen.
At least 6 years old.
Right. Zuff have his moment.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, there's our little baseball update. Happy National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day.
That's funny. I picked some up yesterday in the store. Though. I'm going to bake some tonight.
Slade the baker?
You get like the sleeve and bake them?
Yeah. Put the bad boys down. Get the little ice cream. Oh, yeah.
You ever make them from scratch?
I ain't got time for that.
Alyssa makes them from scratch.
Yeah,
pretty good.
She's a baker.
I'm out of the refrigerator.
Do you want them hard and crispy, or do you want them
around the
soft?
edges? Around the edges.
Yeah, crispy around the edges, soft and gooey in the middle.
It's also National White Wine Day. I think that's what Zeph just did. He's white and he whined.
Damn right.
All right. Today at practice, the big play, obviously, Cam Ward to Carnell Tate right in front of us at the goal line. We were all talking, like, how far did that ball travel in the air? It looked like a missile. It was so high and so far out in front of Carnell Tate when that thing let go.
So
He let him.
He let go. He was on the opposite side of the 50. I couldn't tell exactly where because we were in the end zone, but he was on the opposite side of the 50-yard line on the field. Carnell Tate caught it at the 10-yard line because the Titans put the video out, and so I slowed it down.
Yeah.
So it was at least.
And then he tumbled head over heels into the end zone
He
for the
did.
touchdown in double coverage, by the way. I was thinking 65 in the air, and then we went over to grab Titans rookie linebacker Anthony Hill Jr., and Taylor Zarzour said he thought it was 70 in the air.
Oh, man.
I'm cool with either.
How beautiful was that throw?
That was perfect. That was one of those the ones, the highlight tapes that they put out when you get drafted. He had a couple of those from Ohio State that were like, dang, man, I just could see him in a Titans jersey being able to do that. That'll look beautiful. And whoop, we got a hold of it today. So, yeah, that was some good stuff.
And the good thing about that throw is it came off the heels of a couple of miscommunications between Cam and Carnell. So they had a couple out routes where, I think Carnell cut in and Cam wanted him to go out or vice versa.
There are a lot of things to talk about. DK had a great crossing route with, I think that was Trubisky. Bryce Oliver from Levis on a deep ball.
Two of them.
Yeah. Two of them, yeah. Bryce, we keep talking about who's the sixth receiver. To me, he's that guy right now. Somebody going to have to unseat him.
So this is all I was saying 2 weeks ago. When we was talking about the Hank Beatty's, the Mason Kinseys, the Xavier Restrepos that were getting a lot of run, man, you can go through camp since last week. Iomander's had a couple of days. DK had a day today. Bryce Oliver's had a day. Like, them dudes, man, when you put that hard work and that effort into that talent, that don't mean you're not good enough for anything. It's just they got some stuff that you ain't got. God given.
Do we have so much Titans PTSD that I'm scared to say that receiver room could be scary?
Nah, I ain't.
You're not.
Not for the room. I think we see what we have. I think the whole part of it is, can we get it to them? Do we have the time? And the pockets have been solid enough. It's been growth. Yeah. Still just want to see a little bit more out that right side. Even though Latham is coming in and anchoring it, but when you had Latham in, you didn't have Dan Moore. You know what I'm saying? So you still ain't got a chance to see it all together. And then in and out on the right guard spot. It seems like Slopeman seems to be settling in a little bit right there. It's going to be a process. How long does the process take for you to get 5 guys that can all come together right there, and we get to see them? I mean, by the time the season get here, hopefully it's there. But I will say you see bits and pieces of flashes. Like, okay, they got something good right there. The one spot that we continuously are not talking about is Skoronski. So we just need to go tap into a little bit of his DNA, like Jurassic Park, and feed it on out and, make some replicas. But I do think it'll come along. It seems to be J.C. Latham getting his legs back up on them. I'm with them. I think the hesitancy comes from watching the O-line and not jumping the gun. You know what? If you get time, Wandale, problem. Calvin Ridley, problem. Cornell Tate, problem. Ayumana, problem. DK, problem.
With Wandale, you see it developing too, where he pushes the safety or the linebacker, whatever is in front of him or behind him, back and then sits right in the middle.
Yeah.
And Cam looks other places, but then knows he's there, and then boom, a rifle.
It makes a big difference. And one of the spots that we came in the season came into training camp talking about, and really haven't had a chance to dive into it because they haven't had their day yet, is the tight end spot. It's been solid. Hasn't been hurt or anything negative from the tight end spot. But we know it's talent there in Gunnar Ham. Well, we hope it's talent there. Gunnar Ham, Ballinger's, he's flashed a bit, but...
And DMR,
he's flashed.
DMR's got some run with Cam.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
So the weapons are there, Yor, so I don't think you jumping the gun on that. I think the being hesitant comes in, can that pocket hold up?
I'm hesitant to say anything's good after 6 wins.
Offensively.
What was it, 9-41 in the last 50?
I tell you another thing. Pollard looked damn good, too.
There you go. All right, more Titans talk as we go through the show today. Also, Titans rookie linebacker Anthony Hill Jr. at 3:45. When we come back, we're going to celebrate some more kids. Mark Carter, Senior Associate AD for the National Commodore Club at Vanderbilt, is also one of the coaches for the 12U Nolensville boys that are going to Warner Robins, Georgia. Right now, they're on the bus. They just left a tour of Truist Park in Atlanta. They're headed to Warner Robins, Georgia. They win that tournament. They go play on ESPN. The Little League World Series. And Mark has been there with one of his other kids, Nash, and he's got a kid, JB, on that team too. And we're excited to talk with those boys. They're on the bus, so they will be listening. This is 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, y'all? The summer heat, you know what it does. It wears you out. Golly. It's out there at Titans practice. I'm telling you, it got on me, man. But if you've been feeling drained, even with the AC, that's where your problem lies. That ain't just the heat. 1 in 4 men from 35 to 50 have low testosterone and low levels of energy. The sex drive, the motivation, mood, and more. Low T drains your energy and your motivation. So you don't have energy for the things you love and might even stop recognizing yourself a little bit more. So get the answers you need right now for free at Low T Center. You can book a free testosterone test and get a consultation from licensed providers who specialize in testosterone replacement therapy. Explore a range of peptides and even get a jump on whatever you trying to get that body like GLP-1s, medical weight loss protocols. Low T Center has the #1 name in TRT since 2009 for a reason. Don't spend another day wondering why you don't feel like yourself. Visit FixMyLowT.com to schedule your free testosterone test today. FixMyLowT.com.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you. Ron Slay is here.
That's right.
Don Davenport on assignment. Should be back on Thursday. The executive
Football, baby.
college football's back, y'all. When ESPN starts having their meetings.
You know what time it is.
Yep. It's time to let everyone know the executive producer of 3HL is F.
What up?
Y'all want to talk about some kids?
Why not?
Some hero kids?
Why not?
The Nolensville boys going after it.
Come on now.
Our good friend Mark Carter, Senior Associate AD for the National Commodore Club at Vanderbilt, also one of the coaches for the Nolensville 12U baseball team, headed to Warner Robins, Georgia right now. Mark, what's up? How are you?
I'm good. How are you boys?
We are good. So where are you guys? Like, give us a visual of what's going on. Are you on the bus? Are you in a, like, kind of a line of cars? Like, what's going on here?
Great question. Well, we did this a few years ago with our other boys, and we're replicating good luck. So we got our friends at Gray Line, the big bus companies that, take folks all around Nashville and the state and Southeast. They've got our Vanderbilt bus, and so we rented our Vanderbilt bus and got the boys on it. And then we got some other former players' dads who they own a big van, so we've got a van that's got Nolo boys on the side of it.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
I get so we're driving. Boys are on the bus. I'm in the van. We just got done with a tour of the Braves Stadium, Truist Park. We've got a couple of guys playing and coaching for them. So boys have been had once in a lifetime experience already today. So we're just leaving the Braves Stadium.
So we'll talk about Nash, who made that memorable run in Williamsport. You've got JB on this team. So by the time Killian, your youngest, and your daughter, by the time she plays 12U baseball for Nolensville, you'll have like a private jet or something?
I got to figure out golf or a different sport for her. Dad's got to be. I'm going to be too old and broken down by that point. I can't throw anymore by the time she gets this age.
Well, so how did the boys enjoy touring Truist Field?
Oh, they loved it. Most of them had never even been. Most of them are Braves fans, but there's some Dodgers and Astros and Cardinals and, the mix, as you can imagine. So,
yeah.
It was cool to get down on the field, and, it's a big old modern baseball stadium. So they were in hog heaven, man. They didn't know what to think about it.
So for those that don't know, like to go through the Nolensville process, a lot of these kids play travel baseball, and then they play rec ball in Nolensville. And that's kind of the path, right, Mark? Is it still that way? And then they choose an all-star team from that group?
Yeah, it's, much like you and I probably did when we were little. You still got this rec league that is the league. And so what's happened over the years is you just have, because of TV and all the publicity that comes with it, it's easy for kids to get excited about it. So they tell mom and dad, hey, I want to try and play or try and make that team. And so you get an influx of super talented kids that mix in with kids that just want to be out there playing baseball with buddies they go to school with. And so it's a great mix of all that. And it's a special experience. It's sort of hard to describe just how cool that is. But it's these kids have had a blast, and then they make that team. We spent the last 2 months together, and we won a district and a state championship, and so it's been a lot of fun. A lot of work, but a lot of fun.
Mark Carter with the 12U Nolensville kids trying to go to the Little League World Series. So at what point, Mark, did you guys know, like, okay, this group has something to it? And for those that don't know, maybe follow on a cursory level, when it starts to happen on ESPN, when all the teams are in Williamsport, it's a very competitive situation locally with some really great clubs with Goodlettsville and Murfreesboro and others. Like, it's a tough run to get where you are.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm a little biased, but I do think, and most people would agree, that we've got the toughest district probably in the Southeast. And so I forget the exact stats, Brent, but it's something like, of the last 18 years, the winner of our district has won the state every year. and the winner of our district that wins the state in those 17, 18 years straight has gone on and won the Southeast region to go to Williamsport in the Little League World Series like 14 or 13 or 14 of the 18 years. So it's something wild, you know. And so it makes me very proud of the talent that's in this Middle Tennessee area, be it Goodlettsville, McCabe, Murfreesboro, like you said. There's a lot of talent here. So it's just gotten more and more competitive as the years have gone on.
It's interesting to watch because these games in Warner Robins are going to be on ESPN Plus, right? Like, so people locally can watch. And to see these young faces dealing with these ridiculously intense situations, it's amazing to watch these kids deal with that. And I always talk about the process. I know you do too. So, like, you know, successes happen, challenges happen, things go your way, things don't go your way. That's not the point. The point is the process and to put the work in.
That's right. Yeah. And that's, you know, it's one thing to just talk about baseball and what that process is. You may have heard this story, and we can laugh about it now, but, you know, Nash made that 22 team as an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
And he gets rolled out there to pitch one of those first few games. And I remember, you know, he basically, there's no nice way to say this. He was so nervous he threw up in the trash can in the dugout before he took the field.
Oh, man.
And, you know, and you ask him later, like, what was that about? And he was like, I was nervous about being on TV. And so now we've sort of incorporated, like, we talk about it, you know, just trying to wrap the kids' heads around, you know, what that is. You are going to have cameras staring at you that you've never had before. And that's a different thing for a 11 or 12-year-old, or actually this year we've got a 10-year-old on this team. Now, he's one of the best 10-year-olds. Yeah, he's one of the best 10-year-olds in the country. But this dude, you know, they're still 10 and 11. You sort of forget that at times with how talented they are.
That's amazing. How special was that run just to put it out there, Mark coached my kid Drew for years, and Drew went through that process. Will was on a team. But how incredible was that for you as a dad watching your kid, like, go through that 11U year, but also then to come back at the 12U level and win as many games and play on the highest stage at that age?
Yeah, it was cool, as you can imagine. I mean, that, you know, Scott Brown, our pitching coach at Vanderbilt, his son Nolan, you know, he was on that 21 team, and that was sort of my, you know, Scott, you know, was sort of my entree into learning exactly what it was and what it could be. And so that, you know, that was cool, you know, for Nash to make it in 22. You're just going in wide-eyed and have no idea really what that experience is going to be. So that was magical in its own way. But then to go back in 23 and, you know, that was the third year in a row, which nobody had ever done, with a lot of pressure, or perceived pressure, you know, to live up to the last few years and do it again. That was a different experience in its own awesome, unique way, but something you're very proud of for sure. And a bunch of really great kids and great families, many of which you know, and you know, that just makes it that much more special when you do it with friends. And yeah, and so we're running it back and got we've had really good teams these 2 years in between the 23 team and this one, but you know, talent everywhere else is good too. So they've last year's team made it to this regional and lost 2-1 to Florida, who was probably the best team down there. So a lot of talent, and we're just trying to make one more run here. So
what's the schedule? You guys play Thursday, and then, like, what's the format?
Yeah, so this format. So I'm also a little biased, Brent, as probably most of us that live there in Middle Tennessee are, in the state of Tennessee, Southeast. We've got 8 teams in this Southeast region. Now, this Southeast region, as you can, you know, that's Florida, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina. It actually goes up to West Virginia, and then obviously Tennessee. I mean, those are powerhouse youth baseball states, and so it is uber competitive. Then you compare that to some of the other regions in Little League across the country. Some of these regions only have 4 teams. And, you know, so, like, as you would expect, like, the West, which includes California, Hawaii, like those, that's a tough region. Texas and that Southwest. I mean, there's so much talent in that big state of Texas. Getting out of Florida, is a big deal just because it's so big, so much talent down there. So it's the Southeast is for you to win the Southeast, you're going to have a chance to win the whole thing. And I'd say it's going to be the same case this year. So whoever comes out is going to have a great chance.
So double elimination starts Thursday?
Yeah, double elimination. So basically have two sides, if you would.
Yeah.
And winners play winners after this first round game, losers play losers, and then you sort of, go from there. But yeah, double elimination. So, all these teams, there's a lot of them that have, a really talented kid, probably throwing 70 plus. But the thing that I take a lot of pride in is we've never really had that at Nolensville. Didn't in 21, 22, or 23. We don't this year. We just have a really good team, top to bottom. And so I think we stack up pretty well against these other teams when it comes to that double elimination format.
Well, I love you, brother, and I love how you do it, too. You teach life through baseball, and that's the way youth sports should operate. And certainly appreciate you. Bill Packard is the manager. Mark Carter on 3HL. Slay Dog, you got a little message for the boys on the bus in front of Mark?
I want to holler at the kids, man. Like, let y'all know, man, if you ain't sitting up in your seat right now, you should be sitting up in your seat, because if you're not, they need to stop the bus, pull over, go and let you out, because you ain't got understanding of what is about to take place, and that's greatness. Y'all got an opportunity to go out there with school starting in about a week to miss some school or go back champions and all of this. So live in the present moment, man. Forget the trash cans that Nash threw up in. You don't even need them. You know what I'm saying? You're going to stand in that box. You're going to hit that rock and let that thing fly, steal bases. You're going to, back your pitches up. You got to do what you're supposed to do. And if you don't do it, remember, you ain't letting nobody down.
That's right.
The reason you got to this point is the hard work that Mark just talked about. So when you stand out there, man, be in the moment. Forget everything else around you. You just got your brothers out there that are in the dugout with you. You got your moms and your parents and everybody else, your brothers and sisters that's celebrating, but can't nobody go out there and do it for you. If you don't go out there and do it, it's all on you, man, and y'all can go down together and y'all can win together. Either way, y'all done made a lot of people proud, man, so keep on pushing. You know what time it is. Go out there, play without a roof. It is what it is. Let the chips fall where they may. It's that easy, man. Go get them, y'all. We supporting 110%.
Play free. One of the things we were talking about the other day is to put the message out there that, like, sometimes as a kid, it gets intimidating when you look into the dugout and you see big kids over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to play them. They got to play you.
Yeah.
They got to play you.
Go be you.
They got to go through
That's all
you.
you can do.
And so as Slay said, as long as you're playing for the guy next to you and the guy on the other side of you, let it fall. Let it fall.
Amen. I love it, Slay. I love it, man.
No doubt.
You got it. You hit the nail on the head, and that's what these boys have done so well. But you got to keep preaching that, especially the lights come on a little brighter.
Yeah.
All you got to do is look to the left and the right. That thing remains the same.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
DJ from Nashville on YouTube said, "Let's go Nolo boys."
Yeah, man. Go get them, dog.
I love it.
Love it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Good luck to you and the kids.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you, Brent.
All right. Love you, brother.
See you, bud. Love you.
I love celebrating all the kids in the area,
yeah, man. That's what we do, man. Shine light on the local youth, man, because you never know when you're going to get this opportunity again, man. So stay back, man. You get to miss school. Anytime I'm missing school, I'm all in for, for greatness. You can make all that up, man, but y'all go down there and do it, man. Y'all will be the talk of the town.
I got chills while you were talking because it like put me back in my mental state from when I was a kid, like in going out there and playing. And those games were so important. And that was like a Tuesday night rec game in Green Hills. Like it wasn't in Warner Robins, Georgia against the best team in Florida. You know what I mean? But
them the moments.
Youth sports is so vital and so important. And all these guys that have called in that coach or that have grandkids playing in all these various teams, like, salute, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Parkwood, Lebanon calling in, all kind of, man. Everybody going to go handle business, man. Like, just stay in the moment. It ain't nothing like it. You'll be able to talk about these times long and long after you're done playing. I promise you. You'll remember these teams.
So Anthony Hill Jr. coming up next. We caught up with him after practice, and the video will play online while this conversation airs on 104.5 The Zone. So if you want to watch, you can watch on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
And he's cool, man.
A lot of energy.
You know,
Lot of
it's funny
energy
because
from him.
Sala was asked a question. I thought this was a great answer. Sala was asked a question about Kendrick Falk and Carnell Tate not looking like rookies.
Yeah.
And before he answered the question, he goes, well, might as well throw Anthony Hill Jr. in that, too.
Yeah, just make sure you keep the helmet on, because all of them with their helmet on look like babies, man. I'm telling you, dog. Like,
You know what that means? We're
these are
old,
young men.
Slay.
No, what this means is this is good. This is what you want. You want a core of youthful guys mixed with the vets like the Big Jeff and all them, man, so you can see it grow together. Like, I'm looking at them like, damn, man, they 21, 22 coming out of college. Like, this it right here, man. You get an opportunity. Dog, hey, man. Dude, the more and more you get removed from it, the more and more you look at it and be like, darn, that was some cool times right there. And it feels like they are in it, though. You know what I mean? Anthony Hill is soaking it all up. That's what I like the most. Them dudes are sponges. Kendrick Falk, Carnell Tate, Anthony Hill, like, dude, them dudes are sponges. We saw the same thing with James Williams when he walked in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It all looked good.
Who, by the way, is stacking practices.
Yes, he is.
Had
The second unit of linebackers, dog. Barton and Cedric Gray, I like what y'all doing, but they right there on y'all heels. You know what I mean? Knocking on the door.
I don't remember you looking that youthful when you came out of Tennessee.
I got a picture I'm going to send you.
Did you?
I don't remember it either, but I got a picture I'm going to send you. Well, somebody just reminded me, Coach, Steph, that works for the Titans, she sent me a picture the other day, and I was like, dude, look how young I look. So,
sorry you heard yesterday, but she was busy. So, hey, Steph, I would have talked to you, but I didn't want to interrupt. Yeah, that's funny. Because one of Swain's things is, remember, he said, I knew the recruiting was picking up when Heupel had dudes that walked in here as freshmen looking like they were 40 years old.
That's what you want. You want them beards. You want them beards, dog. That's what you want when they coming up off the bus. Like you talked about Femi. When Femi was walking up.
Whew.
Like that's what you want. Like you gonna go win between the lines, no ifs, ands, or buts. Ain't no shame in winning coming off the bus either. I'm telling you that right now. I know coming from Pearl Cone, we came up off the bus going to the Clinic Bowl with black trash bags. Because we couldn't afford the bags. It just added to our mystique. You feel what I'm saying? Like coming in there all black. Man, we were ready. Hey, dog.
And Big John gets on the bus.
Man, come on, man. Knox House, they know what it was. They know what it was when we came through there.
Anthony Hill Jr. coming up next. You'll get to know him. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. I want to tell you about our friends at Brentwood Jewelry. You need to get to know these guys. They need to be your friends as well. They have the incredible jewelry selection that you're looking for. No question about that. Unmatched. But what stands out when you walk in is the relationship that you'll develop with the Imamali family. They've been doing it for more than 50 years, serving the Brentwood community in Middle Tennessee with exceptional style and exceptional deals every day. As a family-owned and operated business spanning 3 generations, they are deeply rooted within the community. From Salem's service and special forces to his son serving as local firefighters, the Imamali family is dedicated to giving back. Support local, y'all. Shop Brentwood Jewelry. Maybe you're thinking about popping the question. You can let Brentwood Jewelry help you with that. They can help you take the stress out of selecting the perfect engagement ring. They can help you find a beautiful ring in your ideal budget. Browse their incredible selection of one-of-a-kind rings or talk with their custom design specialists to create a stunning ring as remarkable as your loved one. If you haven't already heard, Nashville's premier timepiece dealer is Brentwood Jewelry. Not only do they have the best selection of watches, but they're also the go-to spot for pre-owned Rolexes, both vintage and current models. You can check them out online, BrentwoodJewelry.com, 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
What's happening, good people? Let me go on and tell you, while you're walking into your weekend, what you need to be looking for. That is a truck. Yeah, Mid-10 Ford, they got you covered. They're going to take care of you. All you got to do is slide in there and let them know, hey, man, Big Slay told me. And they will look out for you. Go in there and holler at my guys, Trey, Matt. They're going to be right there to help you walk through the process of going to get your truck. And guess what? it's nothing that's going to be pressure, no high pressure, just low pressure approach, no gimmicks, no pushy sale tactics. That's not what they're about. They're about getting the job done and getting you comfortable and understanding exactly what you're getting into. It's a one-stop shop. If you need service, Mid-10 Ford, they got you covered. They are the ones you need to be looking for. When it comes to the right vehicle, they got you covered. Even a body shop, service, financing, sales, they got it, all of that. All you got to do is go to 1319 Foster Avenue. Visit mid10fordtrucks.com.
A day at the spa, the perfect gift for birthdays, anniversaries, or any occasion. Lavish and luxurious, yet affordable. A grand gesture, yet simple for you. The gift card from A Moment's Peace. Give her the gift she won't buy herself. An escape, a bit of luxury. Something special that shows more than just words. A gift from A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa in Cool Springs across I-65 from Galleria Mall. Call 615-224-0770 or go online at amomentspeace.com anytime.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker,
sir.
Tennessee Titans, with us. How are things going, man?
It's been good, just trying to take things day by day. It's like a learning curve, but, just trying to play fast and just take everything day by day.
So you go from high school to college. That transition is what it is, but you go freshman All-American. Transition from college to pro.
Yeah.
How different are those two things?
I'll say the details and everything you do matters, like as far as eating wise, just making sure you're doing everything right off the field, on the field. And when you're on the field, it's a little bit more physical. It's a little more fast. So it's just a different level that you have to take, just a different step.
So when training camp comes, me and Slay, we like to eat, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Yeah, y'all looking good. Y'all looking good.
Slay always.
And ain't got a lot of me, man. Listen to me. Hey, and first and foremost, man, we like to give a behind-the-scenes look at just who you are to the fans. So give me a nickname, man, that you go by.
Most people call me Ant.
Okay.
Some people say Ant Hill.
Okay, Ant Hill now.
That's really
Like
it.
fire
I can
ants and
dig
that?
Yeah.
Ant Hill, how many siblings you got, man?
It's just me and my little brother. He 11.
Okay.
It's just me and him.
Yeah. Now, growing up, man, was it always football for you?
Oh yeah. I
Bucks.
ran football, track, basketball. I did everything basically.
Yeah. Linebacker. If it wasn't, what you got?
Did I see triple jump?
No triple
No,
jump.
okay,
I ran the 100 and the 200.
That's
I
it.
wasn't.
I'm just
I wasn't
running.
jumping. I wasn't doing none of that.
Yeah, fast.
Glad I interrupted for that.
that was cool. Linebacker, if it wasn't linebacker, what position would you play on the field?
I was really good at running back, but like growing up, I played everything. So
Yeah.
I was playing like defensive end. I was
Gotcha.
playing linebacker,
Gotcha.
running back. I was just wherever you put me at, just throw me there. I'm gonna go play.
Okay, now getting into today, man, you had a nice pick.
2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah.
2 of them to end that thing. One of them, though, when you ran down, man, there was a guy running with your vet, Tony Adams, man. What did that mean to have a vet running next to you right there?
It feels good like having a lot of good veterans that's supporting you and helping me day by day. Cause like when you're a rookie, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna mess up, but just having guys that's supporting you and getting you right, like it may be times to where I may not know if it's Ray Lou, but having guys behind me that's been like, we got Linda, it's always, it's a blessing, and it's thankful to having guys like that and that's willing to help you.
Walk us through that first pick.
First pick, so at first I thought it was quick game, so I kind of drove down on the quick game, but once I realized it wasn't quick game, I pushed and tried to get my depth back and shit. When I went back and got my depth, threw it right to me. All I had to do was catch it.
All right, the second one.
Second one,
That was late. That was late.
Ooh, the second one, I thought I wasn't gonna
You
catch it,
spiked
to
it.
be honest.
It was up in
I
the
was
air
like,
a long time.
I was like, man, I was trying to figure out if I had the right spot, but once I got my hands on it, I ain't gonna drop nothing. I ain't gonna do that.
Spike the hell out of it.
Man, it was exciting because I swear this is my first time ever getting a pick off a tip.
Really?
Like I had never in my life got a pick off a tip. So when I seen the ball in the air, I was like, there's no way I'm not finna let this go nowhere.
Ain't nothing like that either. You did tip drills from beginning when you
Man,
little.
ain't
you know what I mean?
never got one in my life.
That's amazing.
First time today.
Yeah.
Hopefully the luck keep going during the season. Hopefully I just get some that just fall right into my hands, you know?
That's right.
Y'all got a full room, man, when
Yeah.
it comes to linebackers. Everybody's really good at their spot. What is it like working with James Williams? You guys been paired up.
Man, it's fun. Like he's one of the guys that's really been helping me out through this whole time, just helping me clean up different mechanical stuff, and he's been making a lot of plays. So I've been happy for him making plays. He's been helping me. The whole linebacker room does a good job of kind of helping each other because we all have strengths, we all have weakness, so we all kind of pick off each other and try to help each other out.
Who's the most difficult guy out there, man, that surprised you a little bit as far as when you had to get out there and cover a little bit?
Cover, ain't a lot of surprises. Like you know,
what it is.
like
Yeah.
I'll say, of course, I had ran with Calvin one time. I was like, I was like, man, like you just know, like it's not really like every receiver out there, you know, they are guys that's gonna be able to run.
Yeah.
All the tight ends, like you know, it's a little different. They're about the same speed as us, so. You know, them receivers, them running backs like Tajay, like he's so quick and elusive. Like
yeah.
it's just, you know, it's just a different level, especially coming from like college. Like everybody got some juice.
Yeah.
Ant Hill with us on 3HL. So we work with a guy named Wayne Bishop, plays safety for the Titans.
Yeah.
So different position, safety and linebacker. But he got matched up his rookie year with Jerry Rice. Like they spread him out. He gets out there and he's like, I know this ball's coming to him.
Hey, just hold on. Hey, just hold on for dear life. Hold on for dear life.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So what have you learned about yourself through this process?
Like I'll say, as far as you really appreciate the time that you have off. Like when we had that month off, man, I was like, hey, I needed some time to decompress and just kind of get away from football, because you know when you come back and it's time to work, you 110%. So the time that you have off, enjoy it, but don't forget about the main goal. Don't forget that you're a football player first, but enjoy your time off, have a little fun, kick back. But you know,
What did you do?
I
Go
really.
anywhere?
I didn't really go too much. I spent a lot of time with my little brother. I got to go to a lot of his practices.
Oh, awesome.
I was just in Denton, like where I'm from, just kicking back, chilling, hanging with some friends. And I had came back here in Nashville. I got to work with some of the staff like for 2-3 weeks, and then I was just down here just chilling, working out, just enjoying the life. And we're trying out some different food places.
What have you tried? What do you like?
I went to the Hampton Social.
Yeah.
I went to this place called Zuzu, Nashville. I went to this place called Hampton. No, what's it called? Nowhere Special. Man, I've been trying to trying to try all different places, but also staying lean. So just trying to find the fine line.
Hampton Social, brunch, nothing
everything.
but bachelorettes everywhere.
Man.
Like, it's crazy.
It was a good place.
Test
good
out
place.
gyms too. Gyms
Yeah.
for brunch. Now,
Gyms.
Let me ask you this, man. Two questions for you about Texas. You got a in-depth linebacker core down there, a whole history, a lineage
Yeah.
of it. Any guy that you always could lean on while you were there, or even coming into the pros that you kind of talk to?
Derek Johnson. He worked with us through my
Oh, he did
whole
too.
time there. So So like having a guy like him, where I can call him right now, he'll answer the phone and just give me tips. So having guys like that, then like some of my vets, Jalen Ford, like I still talk to Jalen Ford to this day. So always having people you can lean on that's been in the league and kind of done what I've done, been through what I've been through is it's a good blessing.
Last one for you. The 4th game on Tennessee's schedule is Texas coming to Neyland. You didn't get to make it up there. What's your outcome for that game right now? I'm a Vol now.
Vol,
Tennessee Vols.
man.
Now, be cool now, in here. Now, we got a good rapport going right here.
I don't think
don't do me like that now.
Okay, so Tennessee is a good football team, but like if Texas is the team that I think they're gonna be, it shouldn't like it's gonna be a good game, but Texas should win. Like I'm saying, like 24-14, like something like a good football game.
Respectable,
but I don't know who's Tennessee's quarterback is right now.
Nobody does.
No, so see.
Yeah.
That's
We
the
know
problem.
who Texas quarterback is.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Okay, well we're gonna put a little push-ups on the line.
Yeah, 10 push-ups, nothing too much.
That's something like
Not too much.
Hey, last thing, real quick. 53 is a big number around here. Keith Bullock. What does it mean to you to wear that?
I kind of when I had went up there the first time, that was the first time I really learned about the history. So when I kind of had went back and watched videos, it's like, man, okay, so I'm in this number, I got to make some plays. So it's like, I ain't got to make some plays now.
He went from safety to linebacker. Yeah. Well, good talking with you, man.
Nice talking to y'all, man. Right. Yes, sir. Good talking to y'all.
3-2. 104.5%.
What's happening, good people? Big Slay here, and I gotta let you know about time. It's about that time. You're looking in the mirror, you're like, nope, the roof is open. You want it closed, man, especially going into the winter. It get cold out there. And I'm talking about the roof on top of your head. Get that hair right. You see it thinning? You can fix it. I got a place for you. We Grow Hair. They're delivering incredible results that their advanced FUE hair transplant technique, minimally invasive procedure where individual follicles are extracted and placed with precision for natural-looking coverage. Telling you, man, I'm only 3 months out, and you see that sunroof starting to close up. You know, you can do the same thing. It's a much faster recovery than those old strip method procedures. Plus, this team has 30 years of experience helping people get their hair and confidence back. Proven permanent solutions are right there for you. When you book your consultation, they'll give you a free laser session. Plus, tell them Big Slay sent you, and they'll hook you up with $500 off your hair transplant procedure. 615-376-6010, WeGrowHair.com.
Pella Windows and Doors. It's now August, which means a new Dawn deal for you. If you need replacement windows, if you need replacement doors, if you're building a house and you need windows and doors, you really should call my friends at Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. They are the absolute best. I've had to replace multiple windows in my home and all of our windows and doors in our rental property, and they were my favorite. I shopped around for everybody and found out that I liked them the best. And then after the work was done, they did an amazing job. So if you know that you're looking at new windows, go ahead and give them a call and make sure you tell them to give you the Dawn deal, which for the month of August is buy 3 windows, get 1 free. And no payments, no interest for 12 full months. You can either stop by one of their stores in Franklin or Hendersonville or easily schedule your free consultation, and you can do it online. As for the Dawn deal, PellaNashville.com.
Good afternoon. It's 4:02. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports to the Mid-Kentucky Downs Studios. Day 2 of pads for Titans training camp has concluded. It was an eventful one as there were some fights on the field involving defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons, who Robert Saleh then pushed off to the side because of a team policy that threw a punch. Also, Dan Moore, left tackle, went inside during practice. Robert Saleh updating that injury after practice ended, saying that they will check on him and see what happened. NFL news around the league today. The Ravens agreed to a 4-year, $140 million deal with wide receiver Zay Flowers. Bijan Robinson agreed to a 3-year extension worth up to $75 million with the Falcons. The Bears and All-Pro offensive tackle Darnell Wright have agreed to terms on a 4-year, $116 million deal. The Falcons also had a pretty big injury as former first-rounder, second-year edge rusher Jalen Walker was feared to tear his ACL. He will undergo further tests to see what exactly happened. For foundation repair, whatever needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once in your home of the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Y'all 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Babs on assignment. Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building.
The Hall of Fame game, the first NFL preseason game, is the day after tomorrow. I'll give you a couple nuggets for reasons for you to watch.
Quarterback matchup in that game is going to be something.
That's a good way to describe it. Words are our business. Thursday, August 6th. We'll get Todd Furman's take on this in about 15 minutes. But Carolina and Arizona playing in Canton, Ohio. Carolina, a 1.5-point favorite. 7 o'clock on NBC. Yes, Todd Furman's tomorrow. Thank you, Zeph, in my ear.
Okay.
Today is not Wednesday. Today is Tuesday.
Jim Wyatt will talk about what happened at Titans training camp in about 15 minutes.
Fights and Dan Moore going in, all those things. Rookie quarterback Carson Beck will start the game for Arizona. Rookie running back Jeremiah Love is expected to play.
I will tune in to see Jeremiah Love.
Thank you.
Only reason.
Which will last, one series?
Maybe.
Do you know who is?
Right back out of there.
Do you know who's starting at quarterback on the other side of the field for the Carolina Panthers?
Kenny Pickett is starting for Carolina. Haynes King will get some run too.
I'd rather them just throw Haynes King out there, to be honest.
But that'll keep me. See, I'm going to watch Jeremiah Love at the beginning and whatever else.
And then Haynes King in the second
half. And then
half.
I want to see Haynes King. You good on that?
Yeah, I'm cool.
See some highlights.
Yeah, I seen him. Yeah, I'll be all over social media.
He's a middle linebacker playing quarterback.
Exactly. Tebow 2.0 that can throw, though.
He can throw.
Yeah, that's it. That can throw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right. Browns defensive end Jared Verse told Cameron Wolfe and Brian Baldinger about his art of trash talking. Do you have access to that, Zeph, while we're there?
Oh, solid.
Yeah, just give me 1 minute.
I don't think he can get it out.
I got it.
His real trash talking, but this was good.
It was not bad. It was not bad back and forth. Here it is. Browns Jared Verse on the art of trash talk for him.
What's the art of the trash talk? Take me through your strategy when you trash talk.
First things first, you gotta be whooping ass. You can't be out there getting beat on. You can't be out there getting beat on, getting thrown around left and right. You gotta be out there working them.
That backfire.
Yeah. So when you out there working them, you just keep talking to them. It's not even like I say anything personal or anything. Some people go look things up about people. I don't do none of that. I'm just gonna keep talking. It's gonna be annoying. You're gonna be like, but he keeps talking. It's gonna take you out, and it just takes one play. You forgot your job, your assignment. I'm gonna make another play, and I'm all over you.
What's your favorite guy to trash talk to? Do you have a memory of a quarterback or a player you trash talk to where you were like, I got in their head?
Honestly, it was probably Deion Dawkins because me and him were going back and forth the whole game. He got in my head, I got in his. But I remember specifically, he had left the B gap so wide, it was probably like 5 yards open.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not about to rush you 9 yards away from the center. So I walked inside in the B gap, and then he just got a false start because like you had to get up and fix the gap and everything like that. It was just like it was one of the funny moments. Cause I'm like, I have a picture of me like pointing at my head, like I'm in your head, I'm in your head.
Jared, I've seen you. You actually start sometimes before the game. Yeah. Sometimes just walk around. I've seen you on the field before a game. You're already letting them know before the ball's kicked.
Yeah, honestly, so every game before any game, I take a lap around the field. Mm-hmm. And, offensive line, tight ends, running backs all kind of be working in the back of the end zone. And I keep my track. I'm walking right on the edge of the line. If you're in my way, I'm pushing you. Like I'm walking the edge of the line. Yep. So then once we kind of get into it, we go back and forth. I'm like, man, hey, we only got 50 more minutes till we get each other. I can't wait to get you. I just get loud. I just be getting hyped up.
I still remember the pregame in the playoffs with Jalen Carter. That became a little viral theme when you guys were talking a little bit.
Fun. Remember Jared Verse when he was at Florida State? We loved him when he was at Florida State. And, just flying around the field.
Yeah, man, the rest of them D linemen, they were serious down there. Good gosh. No, I like that. That's what I remember doing that to Maktar Njai for Auburn after they won their they was coming out being the SEC champs. And that's what I was doing. I got a picture framed in my man cave with me doing that point in my head.
I'm in your head.
Yeah, I'm in his head, and you can see Njai complaining to the refs like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? I was a freshman in Wild, so yeah, that was my role. I love that.
Wild freshman.
You better believe it. Having a good time.
Another note from Michael DeRocco, Jags cornerback Travis Hunter. Still getting lots of snaps at wide receiver. Remember, the story was in the offseason he was going to be DB.
Defense, yep.
So going into today, through 4 days and 11-on-11 work, he had 34 defensive snaps and 22 offensive snaps. Are you surprised by that?
34 defensive and 22
offensive. That is that even?
It sounds like, man, like he still got, he in their head. In the Jaguars.
He has to be the one pushing that, right?
Yeah, I got a chance, dog. I want to do this. I'm telling y'all, I'll be in shape. I'll be ready to go. I need to do this. I want to see it play out. If it can be done, like, let's do it, man. I'm here for it. But, that's a grueling game, man. And it's a physical game that he's playing. And you putting yourself out there a little bit more, play after play, when you could be resting. So, and not necessarily just the resting, but you don't have to be involved in a car crash. But, hey, if he can do it, he said he's the unicorn. Let him roll with it. I'm here for it.
So I get to practice today. It's already going on, and everybody's talking about, hey, Mayor, did you see the fight? It's funny how people get wrapped into fights at training camp.
Yeah. I mean, one is always expected. Two, does it carry over?
I mean, you're banging on big bodies in the heat.
I mean, it's hot out there.
That didn't sound good.
Yeah, but it is.
But it's true.
Yes, absolutely is true. It's come on, man. At some point, you know it's going to pop off, especially with a guy. You just don't want it to go overboard. And today, it went overboard by Big Jeff throwing a punch. Other than that, it is what it is, man. I think you got guys that are still learning to lead. You got young guys, and not only young guys, you got young Thundercats that are looking to step up and claim their stake, too, in this team. So, they got a leader on their side of the ball that does a lot of talking that they got to protect as well, Cam Ward. So, it's the same thing. Big Jeff got some goons running with him. So, it is what it is. They're going to be all right. This is cool. It's here.
It's also not going to be the last one. So.
No, it's here. Let's go.
Solid's rule is if you throw a punch, you're done.
Yeah, that's the only part don't do.
Yeah.
It's all right. Grab somebody by their chest, they pass. You know what I mean? Toss them around. Yeah, you know what I mean? You toss them around a little bit up. That's cool. That's part of the game. That's the same thing you do when you snap the ball. We just don't need people getting silly and rolled up on in piles and pushing and all that. You don't need nothing silly like that happening, but that's in the game. And they've been happening since Little League.
Please don't break a finger or a hand or something.
Yeah. And if you do, just put a cast on.
But I was talking to a former player.
Yeah.
And he said, look, because we were talking about that, and he goes, look, man, it happens all the time. The thing about it, though, is it cannot spill over off the practice field.
Yep. You got to stay right there.
You flip a switch in the practice field, but if you walk past, like if Big Jeff, for example, walks past JC's locker, he's like, hey, man, what's up, bro?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just keep it on the field.
Yeah, that's it. Once you get in the locker room, like
it can't be personal.
Yeah, when I get back out here, I'm on your head, though. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, I'm coming to see you every single day, and I really can't wait. I'm hot. The only thing I tell them, I'm hot. We off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because we'll be right back at this. And we're going to do it a little bit legal, but I thought Big Jeff in this training camp so far has been tamed. You know what I'm saying?
You can hear him.
Yeah.
And he's doing his
and you're supposed
role
to hear him
and
'cause
job.
that's who he is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I thought in this situation, me personally watching, looked like the situation was under control. It was one of them, hey, dog, all right, it is what it is. I got you. You got me. You knocked my arm down. It is what it is. It's when the people, the outsiders come in protecting their guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Latham, Danmore, whoever it is coming in, now we got a problem. Like, dog, man, this man handling this, dog. What you men knows it for? Meddling. You know what I mean? So I got something to say to you too now.
Meddling.
Meddling worse than stealing. You in here meddling. So now I got something with you. So I feel him on that.
Well, and ultimately, doesn't it all work towards the common thing, and that's to get everybody better?
Yes. Just don't do it in the game.
I'm going to challenge you.
Yes, don't do it in the game.
Yeah.
Do exactly what you're doing. I have zero problems with it. And I need to see the responses like that. Latham, stay in your ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all
Which
about
he
to go
did.
come on, man. You about to, y'all, who rolling here week 1? The Giants, right? Or is it
Jets.
Jets. Okay, well.
Giants week 3.
Week 3 get here. That defensive line, they got some funky talkers over there. You feel me? They willing to put it on the line. So you better be ready because they get after it. So you better hold your ground. If you ain't holding your ground, man, you're going to get ran over. Then I'm going to tell you what, walking back to that sideline where I'm sitting at, now we got a problem. Because it's cool you do it with me. But when they get out there, hey, man, come on, give me that same type of energy. So you ain't doing nothing but setting the bar. I like what the boss said. Let's go.
Zuff?
So Robert Saleh was asked about the fight at practice today after, and this is just what he had to say about there being fights in training camp, especially early on with the pads.
No, they did a good job. It's the second day of pads. It's hot. It's muggy. You're expecting it, especially with the way the O-line and D-line get after it. And so it's just a reminder that we got work to do. It's okay. Like, I got brothers. We fight all the time. But at the end of the day, we're still take care of one another, make sure we're getting the work done that we need to get.
And you guys obviously mentioned that Big Jeff was sent off because he did throw a punch. And this is what Robert Saleh had to say about that.
No, our policy is if you throw a punch, you're ejected in the game. Same thing with practice. If you throw a punch, you're out of practice. But rather than going to the locker room, he went to the other fields. He still got his work in. So the projected reps and the work that he would have got in, he got in off to the side.
And one more, which this one got a big laugh. He was asked if he anticipates more fights during training camp as they continue to ramp up that intensity.
These guys are, they are absolute animals. Their mindset when they put helmets on, and guys, you got to understand, like, the mindset of these men when they're in uniform, they're different. They're different. That's why they play the sport, and you want them to be able to express all that emotion, and they just have to learn how to be disciplined with it. So we try to let them go to, like I said, we're gonna edge what they're capable of, but they've got to find the discipline.
Good stuff from Saleh there.
No question.
Solid,
very. I like it. Like that. I like that. I like every bit of it.
Do you anticipate more? Yes.
And
that's what we just said.
And there was at one point where maybe it was Aaron Whitecotton, I think, was, maybe talking to Jeff and maybe seeing if they get back in. And Saleh went over there and had a conversation one-on-one with Jeff. And Jeff kind of nodded and they pat each other on the back and then went about practice. So I think that the way they handled that after the scrum was exactly what you expect from this coaching staff. And that's it.
Whitecotton.
Non-story after that.
Whitecotton is something else, man. That guy. Intensity.
Mm-hmm.
The players love him. Jim Wyatt coming up next. By the way, I forgot to mention that Anthony Hill Jr. did have 2 interceptions today. He talked about those first tip ball interception of his life. How about that?
Yeah. Big time. Being in the right place. Pursuit.
That ball went so high in the air. Batted at the line of scrimmage. I think it was Trubisky that threw it. Right?
It was because
right at the end of practice.
It was right at the end of practice, and I turned and I was like, "Man, that was an ugly throw." And then someone was like, "Yeah, because he got batted."
Yeah, it looked like a punt.
It did look like a punt.
Like
it
a
went straight up.
12-yard punt. Also, Corey Curtis texted, said he was standing down there where Cam threw that ball to Carnell Tate, and he said he let it go at the 25. He caught it at the 10, so 65 yards in the air. Past double coverage. It's not like on air he threw that.
No, he laid it out there for him.
It was awesome. All right, Jim White coming up next. Stay tuned. 3HL 1045 The Zone. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Babs on assignment. Appreciate Titans rookie linebacker Anthony Hill hopping on the show. 2 picks today. First tip ball pick of his life, he said.
That's the drill. I used to love the drill. Tip drill. Nothing like it. Start out, warm yourself up.
You talking about in basketball, playing tips?
No, tip drill in football.
Oh, okay.
Everybody had to do that. You had to start with that, man. I didn't like the tip drill in basketball.
You did not?
Too much conditioning.
Got rough, too.
I don't like it.
You get tired.
Yeah.
Mark Carter, appreciate him hopping on, Associate AD at Vandy with the Commodore Club and one of the coaches of the Nolensville 12U Little League baseball team, headed to Warner Robins, Georgia. They stopped off in Atlanta to tour Tourist Field today, and they did that when they went to the championship game a few years ago. So good luck to those dudes, and Slay delivered an incredible speech. Candy said, "Slay, I wish you could do that to me every morning when I wake up before I go to work."
Yeah. And make me your ringtone.
There you go. Jim Wyatt joins us from TennesseeTitans.com at Jay Wyatt Sports on X. Jim, what's up? How are you?
Not too much. How you guys doing today? Good to see you today at practice, Brent. I know it's good to see Ron out there when he's out there. So feels like training camp all of a sudden.
Right.
Slay has found a little post-up position in the end zone in front of the family and friends section.
Yeah, it's a nice shaded little area right now.
So that's
a good spot.
Yeah.
Good spot.
That's where Slay posts up. Let's start with the play everybody's talking about. Cam Ward drops back, throws into double coverage on a deep route to Carnell Tate, overthrows what looked like to me about halfway through the pass. It looked like he overthrew everybody, and then Carnell Tate runs under it at the 10-yard line for a touchdown. What a beautiful throw, and beautiful job by Carnell Tate to reel it in.
It was good, and Carnell's been a little quieter in camp compared certainly to the off season when he was kind of stole the show a lot of days. I think he's still kind of finding his way. There were a couple plays early in practice he had a drop. There's another play where there was some miscommunication, and it's clear that he's working through some things. You can see him and Calvin Ridley talking. I think Calvin's done a good job of kind of taking him under his wing and kind of keeping him up when he maybe gets discouraged, but Carnell stayed with it. It's hard to believe that there was actually a double team on that play because he did blow by. It looked like he blew by everybody and was wide open and made the catch. And I think it's just all part of the developmental age for Tate. He's going to have some rough patches, but he's also going to show off reasons why this team drafted him so early, and it's because of his speed, it's because of his hands, and because of his maturity. And I do think he is a young man that's going to work extremely hard to get as good as he can get before the season starts. And it's still early. I mean, we're still the first week in August. Still got a long runway to get to the season, but positive development, good play there.
Jim Wyatt with us on 3HL. Another guy that Slay and I keep talking about is Bryce Oliver, and Slay's been on him. Another deep ball from Levitt, 2 deep balls. Really good contest catcher as well. Having a good camp, it looks like.
Yeah, that's 3 deep balls he's caught so far in camp. And, when you start doing the math at receivers, you can get to 5 quick. And I think Oliver's in the mix for the 6th spot. And I think, to me, he was the favorite for the 6th spot because he can play special teams. He can do like what we've seen. He can catch deep balls. He's a good player. Unfortunately, he dealt with an injury last year, but he's about as upbeat a guy as you'll ever find, and a guy who works hard. I think he can be. I say you get to 5 quick. I mean, he's a guy that can compete for playing time and help them. It's just this team has gotten to the point now where they're good at receiver, and these spots are tough to come by. But I like Bryce Oliver, and he's going to be a tough guy to see for that 6th spot just because of what he can do on teams and because he does get open deep and he catches the ball in a physical fashion.
Jimmy, when you watch this receiver room, man, it's like guys are taking turns having days. And one that's been stacking days is Alec Ayomana. And then he's joined by DK today. It's like, the depth is starting to push guys further and further down by these guys, rising to the top, if you will. What's your thoughts been on Alec and DK going into year 2?
Yeah, I mean, I love both their attitudes. Alec is just, he looks different this year. Just his confidence, his physicality. He's got a little bit of a swagger to him out there. There was a play, I think it was him and maybe it was Cordell Flott that kind of got tangled up after a play, and they had just kind of been talked to by the head coach about watching your emotions and toning it down. And Alec didn't look like he was wanting to back down from anybody out there. And he knows the line that you can't cross, but he's also a tough enough kid that he's not going to back down from anything either. So he's tough, and he catches the ball well in traffic. I think he's talked a lot about how he worked on his posture, during the off season, just not to give anything away at the line of scrimmage, and just really the way he carries himself all the way through the route. He looks more polished to me. And DK, I thought he had a really good off season. I agree. I thought he had his best day of camp today. Snatching a couple of balls out of the air. It's a good group. I mean, Orlando Robinson's consistently catching balls. Ridley had a good day yesterday, quieter today. Tate, we talked about him. Talked about Oliver. I mean, we've talked about 6 guys, and I think all 6 can help. And there's some other guys that are battling for spots on the practice squad who I think are good players too.
Yeah. It wasn't that easy to feel good about the 6 going into the season last year, A little
different.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you've got depth and you've got quality depth. Like, you can count to 5 or 6 in years past, but just the quality of player now is different, and that's because they've drafted well. They've made getting help for Cam a priority. That's been in the draft and free agency, and I just think the competition is making all these guys better too. I mean, there's nothing's going to be given to anybody, and you're going to have to earn it to be able to be on this roster, but also to be able to play.
Jim, we talked about Anthony Hill Jr., his counterpart, man, James Williams. You talk about a guy stacking days. This dude here, man, you're starting to see those safety qualities, being in a situation where he can get out there and guard in space. He's making an impact. Thoughts on James Williams?
Yes, I talked to James after practice today. I mean, I like James and just his maturity and his want to. He as you mentioned, Ron. I mean, he's transitioned from safety to linebacker, and then when he played linebacker, they wanted him to play around 250, and that was heavy for him. And now he is playing a lot lighter. He's lost about 20 pounds. He's more in the 230 range, and is faster because of it. That's what they wanted him to do in this new defense, where he's going to have to run and play violent and make plays, and he's doing that. He's got 2 picks in camp. He knocked the ball loose today. I thought during the course of the offseason he was around the football a lot. So that's another good room with competition. I heard you guys, I know you talked to Anthony Hill earlier. We talked to him after practice. He's another guy that kind of lost weight and has put himself in a position to really compete. He's hard to believe some of these guys are as young as they are. You talk about losing weight and stuff and not eating as much candy. It made me feel old. He said he cut back on the Mike and Ike's. And I'd never heard of Mike and Ike's, to be honest with you. I mean, I know, Brent, you met Janier Cooper today from Channel 4. He had to explain to me. He had to explain to me after practice what Mike and Ike's are. He said it's kind of like a hot tamale, but it's maybe a little fruitier. I like hot tamales, but never had a Mike and Ike. And
they look like little capsules.
Old.
Was that from the 90s or like late 80s?
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Yep. Early 90s, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I guess I'll usually stick to chocolate when I'm going to candy, but I do like hot tamales, and I am pro candy corn, too.
So they were the cousins, the hot tamales.
Zeph's got some info. What do you got, Zeph?
The Mike and Ike brand was first introduced in 1940.
Good God Almighty.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
man, World War II, man. They had them in the Jeep.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I thought I felt old because I thought they were new to the scene, but how they've been around. They've been around a long time. I just was going to a different aisle, I guess.
That's all me
Different
too,
aisle.
man. Turn.
Well, a lot of us if you're going down that path, you're going chocolate. So maybe like things like that don't stick out or resonate.
That and the quarter little Debbie cakes and stuff.
You know, talking about weight, we were talking with Keldrick Falk yesterday. The man is 270, 275 pounds. Doesn't look like it at all.
No.
Like, you want to talk about somebody that can carry 270. It's amazing. Like, he's got room to put some more on.
Yeah, he is. He's a nice kid too, and he is a gifted athlete just with his size and his ability to move. I know it's going to take him a while to kind of get used to playing like they want him to play in the league. It's a lot different, certainly, than what's being asked of him now, but he's eager and learning from some very mature veteran guys. It's, it was funny listening to him talk about being in the room with grown men. He's 21 years old. Jeffrey Simmons, 28. John Franklin Myers, I think he's in his 30s. I mean, there's some other guys in his position group that are a lot older than him. So he's learning the tricks of the trade and also learning a little bit about life, I'm sure, talking to some of these guys.
What do you think about the camp that Alontae Taylor and Flott are having? What have you seen from the two corners?
Well, they're feisty and physical and like to talk a little bit. I think Taylor more than Flott. They look different than some corners that have been around here as far as their size and their strength. But I think they've been good. I mean, I know it's early in camp and they're just now put the pads on, and that means those guys just now can start getting a little bit more physical. But I think we'll see more about what these guys are made of next week in California when the Titans practice against the 49ers, the same when they work against the Seahawks and the Bears. And I think they're going to bring a different edge to the defense.
Dan Moore went in early. The head coach said he was dealing with something injury-wise. What do we know at this point?
Saleh kind of popped in after practice just to kind of talk about a couple of guys that were dinged up. Didn't really have updates one way or the other on whether they'd be day-to-day stuff or anything longer. So nothing to report there. He walked right past me with the trainer, and I don't think it. Again, I hate to speculate on injuries, but I'll just say he walked off on his own with the trainer. Didn't appear to be any kind of big discomfort, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what coach says in another day or so. But again, he kind of walked off in his own power and wasn't laboring. I'll say that.
That's good.
I'm laboring.
Yeah,
and I'm fine.
Jimmy, one of the groups two of the groups that we were talking about coming into this year's training camp, where the tight ends and the running back room, it's kind of been quiet, and it's almost like that's a good thing because they're not a problem. When you look at Tajay, he's healthy. Tony Pollard, he has that burst that you look and you see guys being able to come on the back end. Singleton and I'm forgetting my other guy's name. 31.
You talking about Mullins? Got two. Mullins and mix and Chestnut.
There you go.
And they do have, and Carter too. I mean, they got some numbers there.
They do.
I think Pollard is just steady Eddie.
Yeah.
You just know what you're going to get out of him, and they're not overworking him in camp. They know what he can do. They know they're going to use him a lot this season, so they're not going to do anything to overwork him. I'd be surprised if he takes a snap in the preseason. Maybe he does in one of those games, but I think now it's all about getting a look at some of these other guys and figuring out what it's going to look like. Spears, for the second year in a row, is having a great training camp. He had a great training camp last year, and they got hurt in the preseason opener. He's got to stay healthy. If he does, I think he's going to help him. But Singleton, once the pads came on, you can really kind of get an idea of what he's about. He had a breakaway run early in practice today. He's had several runs where he's moved the pile and kind of run through contact. It looks good. Again, I think Mullings and Chestnut, even Carter, all those guys are flat. That's going to be another one where it's going to be tough.
It is.
I think you keep 4, and then maybe try on the practice squad. Tight end, I think, Helms catch a lot of balls. Bellinger, not as many balls in training camp as he did during the off season, but again, that's one of those guys. They kind of know what he can do, and he's going to be a factor this year as well, and some other guys in the mix there for maybe 3.
What should we think? Because my opinion coming into camp was this is Cam Ward's team, obviously, and then Mitchell Trubisky is paid like a second-string guy, and maybe Hendon Hooker on the third roll up and down practice or whatever. Where are we now with Will Levis?
I think still kind of in a holding pattern, and there's a little bit of unknown out there, and I think the unknown is just how aggressive another team might be in wanting to acquire him, or maybe they're not interested in making a move there. And if that's the case, then the Titans have a decision to make on what to do. But Will talked after practice a couple of days ago, and you can tell he's hungry for an opportunity. He kind of knows what he's dealing with here and where he sits on that depth chart. I think you said it, Brent. I mean, the Cam's the starter. There's no question about that. Trubisky's contract, he was paid to be the number 2, and he's the guy that has going into year 10. He has a ton of experience. Yeah, he threw 3 picks today, but I think for the most part he's been solid this offseason, and he's going to be the 2. So the question becomes, do you keep 3 on the roster? Do you release Will and try to get him back on the practice squad? Or do you listen to what offers come from other teams and then make a trade for him, which would open the door for Hendon Hooker to be around in at least some capacity? If that scenario unfolded, I think Hooker would be on the practice squad.
Yeah,
but a lot of things in play there still, and we're probably still several weeks away from really getting answers there.
Yeah, I think you have to try to trade him, right? And then if it doesn't work out, then you probably release him. I don't think that they would be able to re-sign him if they released him. I think somebody would pick him up because, I thought it's easy to make a joke out of what he said the other day, and I'm all for easy jokes. If you listen to the show, you understand that. But I thought what he did the other day was pretty smart, honestly, because I think to the league, he's like buried over here, right? So I think it's good for that to kind of go viral that, hey, man, I'm one of the best 32 in the league. You know what I mean? I thought that was smart on his part.
Yeah, and I thought he didn't come across as anybody that's disgruntled or
just confident,
upset with the situation that he's in, and you could understand if he did feel that way. I mean, he came into a tough situation, had a lot of changes around him since he's been here, and now he finds himself in a spot where he probably feels like he can't change his fate no matter how good he plays or performs in practices. I think he's been solid in practice, but I don't think he's certainly done anything to make you think he's pushing Trubisky for the 2. I'll say this. I mean, I think what he said, he's maybe not all that wrong about being that there may not be 32 quarterbacks in the league better than him. And just wait and see how the season plays out, and see some of these starters on some of these teams as they get benched and replaced by other people. I think Levis is talented, and it's hard to prove it when you're in and out, and now at a point where he's playing with backups. But best thing for him to do is just to keep on working, and hope that an opportunity is going to come at some point where he can prove it over a longer period of time.
Good stuff, Jim. What's coming up on Friday? They've got practice at the stadium?
That's right, 6:30 start at the stadium, and be the last one of those scrimmages there, and before they move to the new stadium next year. So, from what I understand, I guess the ticket request is higher than it's ever been for one of these Nissan Stadium scrimmages, and I think that speaks to the excitement around the team. It speaks to maybe people wanting to enjoy that stadium as many times as they possibly can, especially when it's free to get in there, and certainly knowing that there's not as many opportunities maybe to see this team in camp as there used to be. So I'll be curious to see what the crowd looks like. Hopefully it's a good weather day, and hopefully it'll be a good, entertaining scrimmage.
There is a Jim White at JWhiteSportsTennesseeTitans.com to get his content from training camp. Thank you, Jimmy. Good stuff, man. Appreciate you.
Okay, y'all have a good one.
All right, Jimmy.
Jim White.
Yeah, he is.
Always with the visor. Multiple mechanical pencils up in there.
Right there in the visor. Ready to roll.
All right, when we come back, Mike in Old Hickory wants to talk about Will Levis. That's next to RHL.
The season is here. Maybe you're looking for a fun place to go watch a game and maybe make a little friendly wager. Well, guess what? You don't have to go far from here in Nashville. Circus Sports at the Mint at Kentucky Downs in Franklin, Kentucky. And you're like, wait, you're talking Kentucky? Yeah, well, guess what? First exit once you hit Kentucky. About 40 minutes from downtown Nashville. And Circa is awesome. The Circa Sports area has a 2-story sports betting experience. They've crafted every detail for you, the ultimate sports fan, and that includes these high-definition screens, which span more than 1,700 square feet. How about that? Seats almost 200 people, so you have plenty of space, plenty of room, and it is so much fun. CircaSports.com if you want more information online. But like I said, it's just right there in Franklin, Kentucky. First exit once you hit the Kentucky state line. Circus Sports at the Mint at Kentucky Downs. Go check it out.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Tennessee football coach Josh Heupel addressed the media today. You'll hear from him in just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear this. Can't wait for this. Talk to me, Hype Train.
He dropped an S-bomb when talking about the NCAA today.
I was just saying, he was talking to someone.
Did you grab it?
I did. He was talking to someone directly to the NCAA, felt like.
Talking about the Arian Carter situation. So we'll do that in just a little bit. Also got a Nashville note for you. If you're a fan of the, what's the name? The show Love is Blind. Got some info for you.
Okay.
I've not either, but I'm aware of it after I read the story.
Okay.
Opportunity for Nashville people.
Give it to us.
It's coming up in just a little bit. 615-737-1045. Mike in Old Hickory. Mike, Don is not here to get agitated. So what do you got today, man?
Well, this is not an agitating question. It's actually a money question. It's about Will Levitz, who I didn't think was in town, and he's the number 3 quarterback. And I thought he was run out of town, years ago because we hated him. The money thing to me is when he signed with the Titans, they get contracts. Quarterbacks get contracts. Cam Ward is going, he's number 1. Trubisky's number 2, and Will Levitz is number 3, sitting on the bench. Now, what is Will Levitz making with the Titans this year? What is Trubisky making this year? And what is Cam Ward making this year? And then is any of that, when they sign guaranteed contracts, and I'm specifically talking about Will Levitz, who used to be number 1 here years ago, and then he dropped it 2, 3. I thought he was gone. Do these guys drop back to league minimum pay, or do they still get paid their guaranteed money when they sign contracts? So Will Levitz, who's now number 3, he says, you know what? I can take $3 million a year sitting as number 3, or I'll make $5 million a year and go somewhere else and sit as number 2. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, he's under contract through this season though, so he doesn't have a choice.
The tiers don't matter. If you go from QB1 to QB2 to QB3, whatever your contract was, that's what it is. They don't all of a sudden say you got to make $500,000.
He signed 4-year, $9.542 million. So he's still operating under that deal.
So he's getting paid a lot of money to be number 3 with the Titans, right?
Well, I mean, define a lot of money.
Well, I mean, you said he signed a 4-year contract for 9 point something million, and so now he's sitting on the bench. So that's 3 years ago. So he's still getting about $2 million to sit on the bench as number 3.
He ain't getting nowhere near what Trubisky is getting.
No, his base salary for 2026 is just over $1 million. His cap hit is just over $3 billion.
Where is Trubisky? So Hendon Hooker's 2 years, $2.4 million. Where is Trubisky?
Yeah, that's my next question. Is where's Trubisky? What is he going to get paid this year as number 2?
A little over $5 million is his base salary.
Yeah, 2 years, $10.5 million.
Wow. So that makes so then the Titans are going to say, well, then this what I would do. If I'm paying the guy $5 million, he's not going to be number 3. He's going to be sitting on the bench as number 2, so I get something out of him. And so
Cam Ward is 4 years, $48.8 million.
Yeah. Well, Cam's going to be number 1. He's the number 1 quarterback. But what I'm trying to figure out is the combined pay of the number 2 and number 3 of Trubisky and Will Levitz is like, I'm trying to add it up here.
It's nothing. It's like
it's less than $10 million for all 3 of those other dudes for this year.
Okay. You're including Cam Ward in that?
No.
Less than $10 million?
No. Cam is what I said, 48.8. 4 years, right. 48.8. Average 12.2.
Right.
And the other 3 are less than 10 for this year.
Did you think they reworked the contracts year in and year out, Mike? Is that what you're saying? Like when you go QB1 if you lose your QB1 job and they bring somebody else in, you go to QB2, you think they redo the contract and say, okay, now that you're QB2, we got to pay you QB2 money?
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Okay, that ain't it.
Okay, so they
take Cleveland for example.
Yeah, Deshaun
Watson getting his money,
$200-something million.
Yeah, just because Shedeur Sanders was taken last before after Dylan Gabriel, and skipped Dylan Gabriel and became QB1, he didn't all of a sudden start getting paid QB1 money. He was still on his same slotted contract.
All right. So then what I'm asking you guys is that with the combined pay of Trubinsky and Will Levis, are we getting a good deal with 2 and 3 behind Cam Ward? Are we getting a good deal on those 2 backups?
I mean, it don't even matter if we are or not, because what you're projecting to happen is you want QB1 to be playing. So regardless of the deal, regardless of the deal that you're getting, it is what it is. So
Trubisky gets a contract based on their thought that he will be the number 2 guy.
Yeah, if something happens, then Trubisky's moving into that spot.
And then if they release Levis or trade him, then he's gone.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm trying. Other teams, they have the same type of situation.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever their number 2 or 3 are and how much they're paying them. I'm just saying that
all 32 teams got these problems.
Are we in a good spot if Cam gets injured, God help, but if he gets injured, are we sitting in a pretty good situation as far as backups pay-wise? That's what I'm thinking about.
I mean, Mitch Trubisky's not making...
Like, who's to say if we're sitting in a good situation, though, because the season's going on? Like, that's something that's handled in the offseason. You got what you got walking into here right now. Yeah, this is what we are. You can bring your picnic table and your picnic basket and go and have lunch, Mike. This is done.
Yep. So, all right. So they are making their money and sitting on the bench, and it really doesn't matter. Like
Mike, they making the same money the 6th receiver gonna make when his slot. Like, if the 6th receiver move up, it don't even matter. Like, that's it, Mike. There you go. They get the same Gatorade that the number 1 get.
Well, you're getting my drift. Then when I'm the general manager and I got to think about money, then am I getting the better deal? With Trubinsky number 2 and.
So if you're the GM, Mike, what you saying is you gonna make a mid-season cut in contract and say, you know what, NFLPA, I don't care what y'all got going on. I'm about to make this deal with this guy because he's being demoted to QB2. I'm moving somebody else up. I'm going to redo both of these contracts.
Which they can, right? In other words...
No, Mike, Mike, that's what the contract is for. Once you sign, we roll it. No, it's a done deal. Whether it's still in or not, it's a done deal.
Can you imagine a general manager comes up to me and is like, hey, man, you're QB2 now, so...
so you're going to get cut in half.
We're going to take your pay away. Like, sorry, we're not paying you as much as we promised you. Sorry.
All right. Well, then let me... my last question is this. Don't want to complicate it too much. Let's say Trubisky gets injured.
Wouldn't want to do that, Mike.
He goes out and does one play. Cam is out, just say, for one play. And then Trubisky goes out and gets injured. That means Will Levis moves up to number 2.
If he's still
here. Comes back to number 1. Does then Will Levis go back to his old pay, higher pay?
They don't.
Or does he just...
Mike, they don't.
Hey, Mike, I got a rhyme for you. It comes from the great poet of Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. Red fish, blue fish, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
Well, those players,
ABC, 1, 2, 3. It's always easier for you and me. There it is.
All right, Mike, we got to go.
Come on, Mike.
It's top of the hour. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Mike as GM would be something, huh?
No, he wouldn't. No, Mike, the whole franchise would run away from Mike if he ever got the GM.
You sat back like you normally do, and then here you go. And I was like, oh, Slade's in now. He got you.
Because he got you. Mike kept going wild with it. Like, he kept on asking. Only thing that gets me is when Mike started asking the same thing over and over and try to do it in a different manner.
He asked it in a different way, but it's the same question, even though you've given him an answer. All right, Mike. Appreciate you, bro. 5 o'clock hour coming up, 3 8.
Good afternoon, 5:05. Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Kentucky Downs Studios. Titans wrapped up day 2 of padded practices today. Eventful day out there, as we saw some scuffles, but nothing too major. Left tackle Dan Moore did leave practice early with an injury, Robert Saleh said after practice, but did not disclose the nature of the injury. So we'll have to check in on that. Around the NFL, several contract extensions, including the Ravens, who agreed to a 4-year, $140 million deal with Zay Flowers. Bijan Robinson got a 3-year extension worth up to $75 million with the Falcons. And the Bears extended offensive tackle Darnell Wright on a 4-year, $116 million deal. There was also a major camp injury in Atlanta as Falcons second-year edge rusher Jalen Walker apparently tore his ACL earlier today. For our Foundation repair, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Three at 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Happy Tuesday, August 4th. Hope you're having a great day. Babsy is on assignment. She'll be back on Thursday. Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. Get it on. Oh, we heard from Tony Pollard today, too, huh? I didn't even see this.
Would you like to hear from Tony Pollard in just a little bit?
In a little bit. I just want to hear about the running backs. Because I think, talking to Jim White, it's a real battle going on outside of Tajay and Tony Pollard. And they look good. They look good, yo. That's all I'm saying. After what we just experienced with Mike, I'm just here to kind of try to settle the waters a little bit.
So if you're just tuning in, Mike from Old Hickory believes that if you are the number 2 quarterback, but then you become the number 3 quarterback, they should redo your contract and slot it based on depth chart.
Yes.
Is that where I'm going with it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Man, you imagine being a GM if that was how things were ran? Oh my gosh.
I mean, you'd get fired and would not get another job.
That would be the most complicated way to handle contracts mid-season, because imagine a guy gets hurt and then you got 3 guys coming in. All right, where's my pay raise? I'm playing more now. Where's my pay raise?
Daryl in the Borough might have had the best comment today from YouTube. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
He said there is no refinancing in NFL contracts.
That's what Mike wanted. Mike wanted a refinancing plan right there.
Let me talk about my mortgage and also my favorite player.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, you want to hear about running backs?
Please.
Tony Pollard, cut number 37, Seth, on the running back room.
We have a very competitive room, but, at the end of the day, we all work together. We all cheer for each other when we're out there on the field. We help each other out, give each other pointers and things. So, we're all competing, but at the end of the day, we're working together at the same time.
There's some hijinks going on behind him.
Yeah,
frivolity.
Yeah, good energy back there.
That was the players playing with Beyblades after practice for the Titans social media team.
What? Beyblades?
Beyblades. They're like tops, spinning tops that battle. They run into each other.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Tony Pollard, cut number 38, Seth, on the strengths of the offense and the running back, Slater.
I feel like we do a great job, playing to guys' strengths in this offense. Just getting guys in open space. Getting guys running routes that can catch the ball, and just not just using guys that as a running back or just using you at one position. Moving you around on the field. You specifically don't your strengths. I feel like we do a great job. Just being able to line up in the slot, line up a receiver, make plays out wide. The different motions and sweeps that we have with the offense, just a lot of misdirection, especially with me and Tajay in the backfield. So I feel like it plays great into that.
Slick little heavy backs too, man. These guys kind of blend outside of Tony and Tajay, but the body style like Chestnut, Mullins, all these dudes, man, Singleton, run behind their pads. They got a little burst. I don't know about the pull away speed like Tajay and them would have, but man, they got a little quickness, a little shiftiness to them. I like this bunch, man.
So I would see I mean, they all have had moments like this where they bounce out of, traffic and put a cut in, put a foot in the ground and get it moving forward. They've all had moments. And so I started thinking, where would they have really been tackled? Also, is that an indictment on the defense that they're finding room like that? Or is that a pros and cons, pro for the offensive line?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much you're going to do as far as clogging it up and not being able to get to the guys and bring them down. You don't want to, you just want to get there. And I think the defense has been doing that. But I also think there's been some holes created too, which works for the offense. They need to see that. We'll be able to see more. When do they leave? Next week? For the
Thursday is when they play the 49ers.
Cool. Go out there and see what they look like against somebody else.
When do y'all leave?
The team will be there during
Monday?
the week. The team will be there during the week for joint practices.
They have 1 day of practice with the 49ers,
which is
right?
either Monday or Tuesday.
They're not doing 2 anymore.
And then obviously the game on Thursday. So they'll get 2 head-to-heads with the 49ers defense, one in practice setting, one in a game setting.
A week from Thursday. I mean,
Snuck
referees, lights,
crowd,
fans,
like real game plans.
Other team. That'd be something.
One thing Tony mentioned there about the strength of the running back room is like being able to like go and act as other than running back. So you heard him say like in the slot, out at receiver. Like, that's one thing I've noticed they've been doing, or that I've seen a lot from these running backs, is a lot of passes being caught. I think Tyjae specifically, I've seen that, and I like that the Dable and this offense and this scheme that they're putting in is working on those strengths of guys like that. Because, man, you put the ball in Tyjae Spears' hand, we've seen what he can do. He's got to be healthy, be out there.
Yep, we talked to him the other day. If you want to go find the podcast, 1045thezone.com, click on the podcast section, go to 3HL, there you go. Everything we've done this week. Also, Ramon and Will, Buck, and Cover 2 as well. So download, rate, review, subscribe. Do you want Cut 41, Jeff?
You were talking about Nick Singleton and what he brings, and I think Tony Pollard talked a little bit about him.
Just how physical he is as a runner, and just seeing him day by day get more and more comfortable in the system, more and more comfortable with the plays, and it's showing on the field. He's making more plays day in and day out.
We knew the physical part, but I was surprised by his speed when I saw him. Were you? What do you think about Nick Singleton?
I like him.
Okay.
I liked him coming into it, though. I thought it was, and partly because some of my reps, man, when I was sitting there talking to him, going through the draft, was bringing his name up, and it was before the Titans had gotten to him or even thought about bringing him in, but they were saying, like, these are guys that play running back were like, dude, that's a steal right there. Like, Singleton, I watched him, like, he can go. And it was everything they said. So I kind of expected it because I had, you
had some working knowledge. I really did.
That was the only thing.
Yeah.
But to see it match up with what they were saying is impressive. You know what I mean? To be able to get down there in this pass and be able to pull away, because you saw it without the pads on, but to be able to do the same thing with them on, I like it. I do think he's a diamond in the rough. And we'll have to, it's that room deep, man. Like I saw somebody in the chat said it was an underwhelming room. I don't believe that at all. It was only half the league had 1,000-yard rushers, and the Titans had one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I think, and that's with Tyjae being banged up. Like I think they got a good room.
I think once they decided that they wanted to run the ball,
they ran the ball.
They were different, and Cam was better, and the offense was better, and so he went for three straight 100-yard games, or 3 100-yard games late, and they won 2 of those games, and that's 2 of their 3 wins.
And that's the other part about it. That line got to get going in order to make him be even more explosive, or anybody you put back there.
The other stat on Tony Pollard is there are 2 running backs that have gone over 1,000 yards each of the last 4 years. That's Derrick Henry and Tony Pollard. The other thing about that is I get where somebody might think that about the running back room, but the other thing is Tyjae Spears, if he's healthy, it's a different dynamic.
It's different.
And so he's missed 9 games the last 2 years. So, we talked with him about that in our conversation with him, and he said basically it was more of a mental thing to get his mind right.
Yeah.
And not think about it.
Yeah, it seemed like he had
Just
to reset
play.
a little bit. Yeah, go out there and do it, man. The injuries happen. It was kind of like where he was before. Now, I get it, though, walking into last year because he was, like Jim Wyatt just said, he was having a great output. Like, he was shining. And just so happened when he broke that run in the preseason, I think it was about a 12 to 15-yard run, he messed his ankle up a little bit, and it was never the same, and it couldn't get back. So, you grind through the get back of the rehab and everything. You just that's the biggest part about injuries, being able to say, you know what, I trust myself, trust the work that I did, let it go, whatever happens, happens. And it is what it is. And it seems to be that's where he is.
Tony Pollard talked about the dynamic between Cam and Brian Dable.
Those are two guys with, very strong personalities, and, they do a great job of meshing together, working together. They have times when they may butt heads, but it's all, constructive. It's all constructive criticism, and, nobody takes anything personal. So everybody's able to take coaching and just be themselves without letting it get to them and have them down.
Tony Pollard talking about Cam's growth.
Definitely just the growth, from his decision-making on the field. He's young. He still makes some decisions that, we correct, but just seeing him check the ball down and just when it's not there, not trying to force anything, taking the check down, taking the short routes and letting his players make plays on their own.
Okay. Yeah. Read it.
You asking, you shall.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Like it a lot.
A whole lot.
Where are we going now, Jeff? What number?
Well, that was a good transition there from Tony Pollard because Dable and the coordinators met with the media before practice today, and Dable was asked a lot, as you can imagine, about QB1. So let's start here. Dable talking about Cam's best traits and if the offense that he's establishing here in Tennessee will be built around those traits.
Well, we're going to try to gear it around Cam, but also the other guys too, and what they do well. It's a team game. It's the greatest team game there is. It takes all 11. You can watch a clip from a practice, and it looks really, really good. And there's 10 guys doing the right thing, and one guy just not, and the play could not be as productive as it should be. So we'll try to, continue to grow scheme-wise. With Cam, his job is to, lead the offense, to make good decisions with the football, to throw it where he speaks to throw it, to get us out of bad plays if we don't have the right look, to make the right decisions on a play-by-play basis. And that's not an easy thing for a quarterback. There's a lot of things you go through. But again, back from OTAs to now, he's grown every day. We're continuing to evolve the system, and he's done a nice job.
How does Cam manage, or how does Dable manage Cam taking risks that might not be worth it, even if it does work out, the whole hero ball thing?
Some of those are that boys. They have to play the game. We're standing on the sideline. There's rules to every play for every position. A lot of things happen for the quarterback, and he thinks one thing. It's a lot easier when you're going through with the clicker and you're rewinding it 12 times. When things happen in a split second, they have to make a decision. So, our job as a coaching staff is to make sure that we're making corrections. Things are going to happen out here, but there are non-negotiables relative to effort and technique and ball security and things like that we demand.
Brian Dable talking about is there a freedom of playing quarterback position in his offense?
Yeah, well, look, they're not we're never going to make them robots. There's part of it is feel. Part of it is an instinctual feel that I think, the quarterbacks that have been out here have a pretty good understanding of that. They're athletic. They can make some loose plays. And we're going to build off of, again, whether it's a mistake or they thought they saw something, our job is to go back into the classroom and make sure we're all on the same page. And they might have a different vision of it, Paul, from being back there in the pocket than I have on the sideline. Usually the first thing I'm going to say to those guys when they come off to the sideline is, what'd you see? Unless it's just a complete, shouldn't do that.
Yeah. Open line of communication.
One more from Dable real quick. Has Cam developed knowledge in the purpose of situations of each play call? That is cut number 6, Seth.
I just think it goes back to the meetings. and you have to build a good relationship with these quarterbacks. It's a high pressure job. I think they all love it, but there's a lot that goes with it, and we have to have good give and take in the meetings. I'm always going to tell them what I think, and they don't always have to agree with me. And at the end of the day, we come together with a good resolution that is best for the team. There might be times where Cam says, hey, I'd like this, this, and this. And I look at it and I say, I don't really think that's good because of what they're doing here. And then he'll look at it and say, yeah, you're right. There might be other times where I say, I think we should do this. And he's like, what do you think about this? And that's all the quarterbacks. And that's Shea and that's Cade. Maybe it doesn't hit your head that way. And you look at it and say, you got a point here, so let's go ahead and tweak this and see what it looks like tomorrow in practice. And that's what these are for.
There you go, a little Brian Dable for you. When we come back, Josh Heupel met with the media today. Dropped an S-bomb when asked about the NCAA and Arian Carter. We got that for you next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
A day at the spa, the perfect gift for birthdays, anniversaries, or any occasion. Lavish and luxurious, yet affordable. A grand gesture, yet simple for you. The gift card from A Moment's Peace. Give her the gift she won't buy herself. An escape, a bit of luxury. Something special that shows more than just words. A gift from A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa in Cool Springs across I-65 from Galleria Mall. Call 615-224-0770 or go online at amomentspeace.com anytime.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Babs will be back on Thursday. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. That's what day it is. Paul is in Franklin. Paul, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hello, Paul.
What up, though? What's going on? Slay Dog, my BFL brother.
What's up, brother? What's up, Big Paul? How you feeling, baby?
Man, I feel like a brand new $100 bill, baby. I got to tell the truth. I got your last caller, man. Y'all was very, very patient with him. I don't know what he's on, man. I'm just going to tell you something, big dog.
Yeah.
You out there listening, every NFL team has backup quarterbacks they're playing. They're paying. So I don't even know what he's talking about, man.
I like Daryl, his comment, like, you can't refinance contracts in the NFL. Like, it's not a mortgage.
There you go right there. But what I call about is this. About the little skirmishes, a.k.a. little fights we're having on the football field today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm just going to spit the truth. You know, old Slay Dog been seeing me on the airways, hearing me for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a pit bull, man. I'm just going to come on out with it and tell you how it is. Some of that is necessary. Now, look, I'm not saying that you just all out brawling all the day, all the time on that, and you done lost control of your football team. There's something wrong, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But every now and then to have a little bit like that, you know what that does, Mayor? That sets character.
Mm-hmm.
That sets character for your football team. That sets leaders. You identify leaders. That's healthy. That the other players. Let me tell you something. I've known old Slay Dog. I've watched him play for many, many years when he was on the hill. Loved him. If me and old Slay Dog fought on the court in practice, you know what I'm going to know about old Slay Dog, Mayor? Is that when we playing the other team, old Slay Dog's all in. I'm going to be all in with him.
You better know
I'm going to be all in. I'm going to give everything I got because he's giving everything I got. He's giving everything he's got.
And you got.
Every now and then, a little bit of some of that is good for the character of your football team, and it's healthy.
That's right.
And that's all that is, man. Look, this ain't soccer, baby. World Cup's over. I didn't watch the game. Don't care about it. I'm just going to put it like that. But look here. Thank y'all for taking my call, man. God bless y'all. Go Vols and tighten up.
Yes, sir, Big Paul.
Love it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Big Paul with the energy there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every single time. He ain't going to never let him down. You calling Ramon and Will, too, and start the day off right. I like it. I like where you at, Big Paul.
615-737-1045. Misty is in Pond Aqua. Misty, what you got?
Hey, my girl.
Look, yesterday I called and got something happened. We lost signal. I tried calling back. Y'all cannot have Frank on the radio.
Mike.
No, Frank Caliendo.
Endo, yeah.
Because I was laughing so hard. People were passing me thinking, what is this crazy woman doing? I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying, can't see the road, thinking I'm going to have to pull her on the side of the road and pop a squat because I'm laughing so stinking hard, crying. That is going to cause an accident. I have never laughed so hard on this show than I did yesterday.
I had, like, low-key, I had a challenge, like, trying to figure out, like, how to go to break. Like, it was like...
Slay just added more and more. He just added fuel to it. I couldn't understand some of the things that Slay was saying because he was laughing so daggum hard. But y'all can't do that. Y'all gonna cause accidents on the road.
Well, we always have fun with him. I appreciate that, Misty. If people want to hear it, you can get it where you get your podcast and 1045thezone.com.
Have a wonderful day.
You too, Misty.
Thank you, Misty.
Appreciate that.
Bye, y'all.
See you, love.
Just laughing in the car.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, you got to be able to pull back and release and have that change of pace. Here he is on 3HL every single time.
Yeah.
We got you.
From Bet Online, the favorite to win the 2027 John Wooden Award, which is given to the nation's top college basketball player, is Jeremy Fears from Michigan State.
Yeah, that makes sense. You got a hell of a point guard right there.
Thomas Houck right behind him, Florida.
Yeah, makes plenty of sense too.
John Blackwell, Duke, third.
Guard, cold-blooded, coming from Wisconsin. Cold.
Tyler Tanner, guard, Vanderbilt, currently 7th.
Right here.
On that list. Jordan Smith Jr., Arkansas, currently 8th on that
Freshman. Mm-hmm. Been watching him play over there in the Bahamas, boy. Woo.
Really?
Oh, he strap up, play D.
Oh, yeah?
He got about
good.
6'2". Ooh, he can get busy. He nice. Nice build. Explosive.
9th, Alex Condon, Florida. So they have 2 of the top 9.
Yeah. And then they're going to have in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year in Ruben Chenelu. So, yeah, they loaded. Denzel Aberdeen back, too.
Chenelu clearly knows what he is now.
Yeah.
Like, once he figured out, hey, I can go get 20 rebounds.
Yep, and he'll do it. He'll do it.
Number 11 on this list, again, John Wooden Award given to the nation's top college basketball player. Number 11 on the list, Juke Harris, Tennessee.
Hey, Vols, I see you. I heard they had a nice little, I guess what you call it, like a
practice session?
Practice session, yeah, summer league camp or whatever. Yeah.
They're about to break.
Yeah, they broke.
Oh, they did? Mm-hmm. Well, if you're about to break and you already broke, then you broke.
Yeah, you're out of the way.
You're out of there.
Yeah.
Hey, before we get into Josh Heupel going at the NCAA, can I bring up something that I just found from the Akron Zips football team?
I always love that their name is Zips. Like, how many points you want to score? Zip.
Well, that might happen because they are giving a lucky season ticket holder the opportunity to design the opening drive of their home opener. It's their promotion called Offensive Coordinator of the Game. One lucky fan will be able to script the full opening drive in their home opener. The extra chance to win with every new season ticket holder I
think Fisher did that one year for a preseason game, but it was called the first play, I think, and he gave them 2 options. So maybe they're giving them options on that deal. I don't know. That's pretty wild.
The selected fan will work directly with Zips football head coach Joe Moorhead to help design the plays.
Joe Moorhead used to be at Mississippi State.
They will help design the plays that open the game, a first-of-its-kind experience for the Akron football program. What? We're looking for new ways to bring our fans closer to the program, said athletic director Dr. Andrew Goodrich.
Dude, I can't even define to you how bad of an idea this is. Like, I can't even comprehend. This cannot be a real story. I love that it's Joe Moorhead, too, former SEC.
The winning fan will meet with head coach ahead of the season opener and help script the plays for the full Zips opening drive.
Slay, what do you think? Like, if Tennessee did that.
They ain't doing that. We ain't trying to play them little games. Play them little childish games.
This might be the worst idea.
That's what I'm saying.
Who is their home opener?
It's got to be, it's probably like Nebraska or something.
Oh, no.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying it's probably a Power 4 school.
What did they score?
On first play?
Coach in trouble.
Or what if they throw a pick 6?
Okay. No. Their home opener is at Wake Forest.
Yeah,
No, sorry. Home opener is Robert Morris. They're good.
Oh, okay. No, they're not good. This is a terrible idea, though.
They might be fine.
There's no winner in this deal except for the fans.
No. This is silly.
What if the AD's like, man, I really like the fan gets a touchdown on drive 1 and then Moorhead doesn't. He's an offensive guy, so he's probably doing it.
That's it.
And then he doesn't. And then they don't score the rest of the game. Then what?
Okay, so
reindeer games.
We're all tuning in. We're all tuning in at 2:30 on September 12th to watch whatever fan scripts this opening drive against Robert Morris.
Yeah, I'm probably not watching Robert Morris, but I'll tune in to social media because they'll be all over it.
You said 2:30.
Yeah, that's what time their game is.
Yeah, that's why they're doing it because anybody will watch.
Ain't nobody gonna be watching.
This can't be real.
Yeah, everybody.
You can't have a fan call an offensive series in a game. What?
Yeah, let them go and do it.
Did Mike send you this story?
No, Akron football put it out on Twitter. I thought it was AI when I saw it.
Yeah,
I really did.
That's what I'm saying.
But it is the real Akron football program. 100,000 followers. Like, this is them.
100,000.
Wow. This is I kind of want to enter.
Meanwhile, yesterday in history, the Louisiana Superdome opened. August 3rd, 1975. First event ever, NFL preseason game between the Saints and the Oilers. Oilers won 13-7. And this from 615 Nav, which if you live in Middle Tennessee, you need to follow them on Instagram for sure. Very entertaining.
Very entertaining.
I first got onto them when they had all those videos of the Waymos going crazy around town.
Yeah. This has got to be good.
Netflix's dating show Love is Blind is casting in Music City. They're looking for locals willing to fall in love without ever laying eyes on their match. So they go.
Love is definitely blind.
They go into these 2 rooms. I don't know why I know this. And there's a wall. Like, they can't see each other, and they have conversations. And so then, like, you figure out who you like or whatever. So then, like, you key in on that person, and they key in on you, and then you choose each other. And then they walk out and see each other. And they're either like, oh, thank God, or, oh, crap.
Yeah. That'll be
They're
good.
casting here. Man, you're going to get them bachelorettes, man.
Yeah, where they going to be? We can pull up on them.
I heard Ross wants to.
John Stone wants to do it?
Yeah, John Stone wants to do it.
Misty understands why.
Hey, back to the Akron thing. You think if
let it go?
No, listen. Do you think if the fan does like draw up a touchdown, like he's gonna like want to like go down there and be like, okay, give me the second one?
This is what I just said. If the fan scores on the opening drive and then Moorhead doesn't score the rest of the game, then what do you do as the AD? You hire that guy?
Yeah, you have to.
I'm going down to the field. If they score,
Go on section G, row T. What you got?
if I'm the fan and they score,
Give my headset.
I'm going down to the field and taking that headset. Give me the headset. We're going again.
Give me the headset or give me death. Tennessee football coach Josh Heupel said today, football time in Tennessee is here. One of my favorite times of the year, if not my favorite time of the year. Training camp, all ball with your guys. Tennessee defense coordinator Jim Knowles said, quote, when you know your defense can take the field and stop people to make everybody feel better, generates a lot of positive energy. That's what I expect from them, end quote. And then Hype was asked about linebacker Arian Carter's 2-game suspension. If you don't know the story, his agent fronted an airline ticket for him, $429 to go to a facility. This is when he thought he was going to go in the NFL draft. He tweaked an injury, decided to go back to Tennessee. So when he decided to go back to Tennessee, he repaid the $429, fired the agent, and here you go. So he was suspended for 3 games, which is half of what Sorsby's suspension was going to be.
Yep.
And Sorsby bet not only on college football, but his own team. Something doesn't add up here. I get the frustration from fans. I get the frustration from everyone. I get the frustration from Arian Carter, who we had on at SEC Media Days. Great kid. And I get the frustration from Josh Heupel, who said this.
I know you guys saw the news about Arian Carter and my release as far as my thoughts with Arian as well. There's a lot of different ways to start this, but at the end of the day, you look at Arian, the person and the player that he is every single day, his character, how he impacts the people around him in a positive way, who he is on the field, off the field. I think it's exactly what you would want in a son if you're his parent, and as a coach, the player that you want inside of your program. He is, to me, embodies everything that's good about college athletics as young men become grown men inside of this game. You look at his decision to choose a school, now going to be here for 4 years at that program. That's a rarity inside of college athletics today. Again, I think he embodies everything that college football wants inside of their players and represents the game in such a positive way. First 3 years here, he's an SEC academic honor roll member. He's a member of the SEC Football Leadership Council. At the end of the month, he's going to graduate with honors from the University of Tennessee. He's done everything the right way. You ask anybody inside of our program, that staff and players, he is the leader of this program, and he's earned the right to be the leader of this program. The ruling that came out from the NCAA, the 2-game suspension, I truly believe is bullshit. You look at the landscape of college football, the rules, from NIL, everything. I think the ruling is completely outdated, and disappointed for him and for us in the result of that ruling. AC at the end of last year had to make a choice. He chose to put his name in the NFL draft process at the end of or middle of January, late, right before the deadline, where you have to make a final declaration. He found out that he needed a medical procedure. It was going to require surgery. He made the choice, and the right choice for him, to come back to college football. He was upfront and honest. The fact that he paid back the $400 flight. He's done everything, handled everything the right way. Very truthful and upfront about everything. And I think it's unfortunate that a young man that, again, represents everything inside of this game the right way, is faced with that ruling.
Tennessee football coach Josh Heupel, man, he laid out everything.
Yes, and it sounds even crazier when you hear him talk about the character of this young man, the way he's went about doing it, the way he went through the process of returning it after he said he, didn't want to go through with the NFL draft process, whether it be by injury or just saying, you know what, I want to go back to school. And this is what you come up with, boy. Golly, I'm glad he did that. That was needed. That was needed to hear that from the coach. You know what I'm saying? I would also love to hear that from Aaron Carter at some point too. So it can just be what it is, put to bed, but be in the forefront of everybody's mind. Like that's. I think everybody across the college landscape can agree that that's foolishness. With where you have it in the last 5 or 6 years, the things that have transpired with NIL, transfer portal, injunction, whatever it is, dog, that's wild.
It's so wild that it's hard to even discuss it.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Yeah,
it's almost like that story he was talking about with Akron.
Yeah.
Both of these things can't be real, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it leaves
you really didn't suspend him for 2 games, did you?
No.
Seriously?
Yeah, stop it. Stop. Just
NCAA.
Just say you're out of control.
Grasping for
Just
straws.
Just say, we have no control, so we're just going to do something crazy. Make you notice us. That's insane, dog.
We noticed.
Yes, we did.
3HL, more next on 104.5 The Zone. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Brent Dory, Slay Dog.
Yeah.
Dude, it's already Wednesday tomorrow.
Man, hump day is right next to us.
And then we'll be one day away from NFL football, Slay.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Love.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Then we'll be a week from the Titans' first preseason game.
Who else we got in that game? Haynes King.
Haynes King is in that game.
Carson Beck. Don't you want to see Carson Beck?
Nope.
What about Kenny Pickett? Because he gets wicked.
Kenny Little Hands Pickett. No, I'm cool on Kenny.
Forgot about Kenny Pickett's little hands.
With his gloves. No, I'm cool on him too. I think we all right. I think we all right. We're ready to roll into what we're gonna roll into.
What is that?
I don't know. Football.
Sporting
meaningful football.
Better than Diamond Ring. Football.
Yeah.
Did you ever finish that? Oh crap! What was it? Wildcats. Yeah.
I knew you was gonna say that. Nope. I gotta finish it.
You do.
I know.
Goldie Hawn, man.
I made it up to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's all through it. Bad character.
Her ex-husband's a piece of work. Wesley Snipes is in it.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson's in it.
Yeah. No, they got a great cast.
Big Finch is in it.
Great cast.
I think like Mount Cody, everybody used to compare Mount Cody at Alabama to that guy, Finch, in that movie.
Did they?
Yeah. He went up to try to block a field goal in that movie. You haven't gotten there yet, but they do it in slow motion, and his jersey rides up. And that gut is just moving, man, like a river.
That's what I'm talking
It
about.
has like currents going through it.
I'm here for that. I'm here for Bella's falling out.
Right. 3HL bingo card. Didn't anticipate hearing these things. We're just not on the original bingo card.
What you got?
You're banging on big bodies in the heat.
Slay Dog.
No, that was me.
You're around.
That was me.
Oh, was you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Offensive line, defensive line, training camp, man. They get tired of doing that every snap.
They like left the field for a few minutes today.
We had to get some.
I think I heard someone say they went into a big cargo container that's like got AC pumping into it. Cool down.
Gotcha. They got some funky talkers over there.
Yeah, that's me. That's what you call it. Talking funky. Talk funky to you. You don't want to talk funky.
Who was the biggest trash talker in college basketball when you played at Tennessee? Do you remember somebody sticking out?
Me.
I know you.
Anyone other
you
than
had to
you.
draw it out of people, or because you talk so much, was everybody quiet? Like they don't want to rile you up even more than you already are.
No, like we did a lot of talking.
So like your teammates.
Yeah, like that was yep. Like we did the talking. Like everybody else was kind of cool. Kentucky would talk a little bit, but they really wasn't talking.
So if I ran into like random dude that played in your era, 98 to 2003, is that what it was? 99 to 2003. Like what percentage of people that played against you would answer you? Like all of them?
They lying if they didn't. They lying if they didn't.
So if I don't get 100% on that.
Yeah. They lying.
Zeph is white and whiny.
That was you. No, that was you.
That was me, yeah, because it's white wine.
White wine, yeah.
National White Wine Day. And Zeph went on some kind of torrid heater about the Dodgers.
And the Braves.
Wait, yeah. Who's going to win it all this year, Zeph?
The Dodgers.
Repeat.
That'll be 4 for Mookie with
They
LA.
literally have the Monstars. It is ridiculous the amount of
5
talent.
for Mookie.
With LA?
Wow.
Is it really 5 with? It's not 5 with.
No,
LA.
1 with Boston.
One with Boston.
One with Boston. It would be 4 with LA. Yeah, I just saw. I saw them talking about the game they played yesterday. They lost to the Cubs, I think. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That was his 170. No, that number's not right. It was the same amount of games that he played in Boston. Now he has played in LA.
Yeah.
What a career!
Hall of Famer.
Could have been a Vol.
Should have been a Vol.
Was a Vol. Just had to went to the league instead.
Don't blame him.
Mm-hmm.
It's worked out okay.
Oh, I believe so. MVP, Golden Glove, Silver Slugger. Like, ain't much he can do. All-star, like, it's 2 of the most storied franchises.
He's like one of the better bowlers in the country.
Makes his own balls.
He makes his own balls? Wow.
I've seen Mookie
You've seen
bowl.
Mookie's balls?
No, I've seen him bowl.
Oh.
I bowled two lanes next to him in Murfreesboro one day.
Oh, I bet that was something.
I did not bother him.
I always get nervous when you
He was
bowl
locked
because Zeph like pulls the ball all the way back with it in his hand above his head and then comes through. And every time I think he's going to let go of it.
That's wild.
And then Jackson did.
Yeah, I don't.
He's wild.
I got some grip strength.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys coming up tomorrow. Todd Furman and Rhett B, and we'll talk some more Titans football. And it'll be hump day. Appreciate you guys, including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. What?
Go ahead. I'll straighten it up in a minute.
Okay.
My bad.
Did I mess up? Okay. Where was I?
We don't take it for granted.
Hopefully we were able to put a smile on your face at some point. 3HL is obviously organized chaos. The organized part might not be as obvious, but it is.
Yeah, squint sometimes.
Trust us.
It's worked out.
We appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be unless you're getting a shout out. Shout out to Mookie Betts, 4-time World Series winner.
And happy birthday, Bert.
Happy birthday, Bert.
Let's go. Big Bert.